becoming financially free, and of course building wealth, the journey to building wealth, and also the path to financial freedom. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Welcoming everyone, and we're going to be continuing we started this already, and we're going to be continuing. Yes, earlier in the week we started with the first session, which is income building. Today we're going to continue with the investment session, right? It's only going to be investment session. How do you invest in real estate? How do you invest in what is an investment in the first place? Because whenever you hear about investment, what comes to mind is, oh, you know what, it's the stock market. It is, you know what, it's businesses. You know what, it's real estate, right? Puma, Blessed Donasis, Kobe, Joak, welcome in everyone. And I just made some arrangements in my office, so it kind of, some things looks off. So welcome in everyone, welcome in. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, now that's what I'm talking about. Welcome in. How are you all doing today? And it's already Wednesday. Oh my goodness, it is Day. Welcome to Day. Whoever understands the reason why Wednesday is an Day, please educate it. Twin, thank you so much for tapping out the live. Juak, welcome in. Thank you all for tapping out the live. We already know what to do. Today we continue the session, which is called investment session. The first we have in terms of building financial freedom, or your path to financial freedom, or journey to financial freedom, and the path to building wealth. There are three areas that we cover. One is your income, which is what we talk about, how to increase your income, because except you got an inheritance, or you won a jackpot, or you want a jackpot, you got an inheritance, it starts with your income. It starts with your income. But guess what? In this situation, so we have to address the income. So how do we, because every single time people always say, Dr. Lina, is it the music? I'm just off for some reason. Is it the music? Let me turn on the music. Give me 1 second. Let me play the music so that the energy can be, let us be balanced. The energy can be balanced. Give me 1 second. I know you all love the music too. I know you all love our motivating music. Okay. All right. That's it. Exactly. And those are the YouTube side. Welcome in. We are streaming on both the YouTube and the Instagram, YouTube and TikTok today. Welcome in. Welcome. It's so good to meet you. If you're just meeting me for the first time, so happy to meet you. This is the $1 Million League, the community of millionaires, those aspiring to become millionaires, and those that are already millionaires, anticipating to become multi-millionaires, right? But by the way, when you say millionaire, is in dollars. That's in dollars. Exactly. It's in dollars, so you know what we're talking about. And if you're just meeting me for the first time, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. And I also am a professor. I teach. Give me 1 second. I'm a professor. I teach AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. My day job, I'm a vice president of technology. So it tells you something. Income is very key in whatever I think I teach. I'm not one of those coaches that will tell you, oh, you know what, there's going to be magic overnight. You're going to become a millionaire overnight. This is about long-term investing. This is about wealth building. So click on the follow button, and those on the YouTube side, let me know where you're connecting from. And click on that subscribe button. It's so good to meet each and every one of us today, right? And today we are talking about, if you are wondering what's on the board, we are talking about the path to financial freedom, the journey to financial freedom, and secondly, the path to building wealth. So if you're new here, click on that follow button, click on the subscribe button. Welcome in everyone. And we started the session. It's in 3 phases. Just so you know, it's in 3 phases. Number 1 is something called your wealth, right? I mean, something called your income. Like, because today we continue with the investment session, right? So we already started with the income session. We did that already, and that's what we did that 2 days ago. So if you missed that, you want to come back again and we'll talk about it. But right now we're at investment session. Hey Uche, how are you doing? Welcome in. How are you doing? So good to have you, and everyone joining. Welcome in. And you're just meeting me. I'm Dr. Lina. I am in Texas, in United States. right? I'm in Texas, the United States. If you care to share, drop the country where you're connecting from. We have 70 countries represented within this community. 70 countries represented, the last that we counted. So you can just share where you're connecting from. It will be absolutely great. Once we have any unique country, so meaning that it's never been represented, we're going to continue adding to that list. Okay, so drop where you're connecting from. So let's keep tapping out the light. Today is about investing. What does that mean? That's what we want to talk about today. So in the journey to wealth building, in your path to your crave to financial freedom, three things, it entails three things. It's one, number one, it starts with your something called income. All right, because every single time is income. That's number one. Number two, it is called investing. Right. Number three, it's called protection. Right, those three things, if you are able to balance. Tiffany, how are you doing? Welcome in on the YouTube side. Right, click on that subscribe button if you haven't done so, do that. Right, because this is a session or a series that we're doing, and we should end it by the end of the week. So like I said, building financial freedom, the path to building wealth requires three phases. Call it three phases, or call it three structures, or three systems. Number one is your income. Number two, hi, you're iconic forever. How are you doing? Welcome in on the YouTube side. K4 how are you doing? Welcome in as well. Awesome. So good to have you. Yeah, the dragon, how are you doing? Hello. Yeah, be positive. Life is beautiful, okay? Right? Life is beautiful. So click on that subscribe button if you have not done so. So it's three things, right? One is that with your income. Right? I'm not one of those coaches that will tell you, oh, miracles happens or magic happens. No, it starts with your income. But if you, except you won and got an inheritance, maybe, aka you are a trust kid, okay? AKA you are a trust kid, or you won a jackpot or lottery, all right? But if you don't have that, because trust me, a lot of people do not have that, then it falls back on your income. So here within this community, we focus on how you increase your income, okay? And we talked about that on Monday and on Tuesday, a little bit of Tuesday. So if you missed that, we'll be teaching it once again at some point. I will do a recap today as well. So be around. I'll just touch it, but not in depth. Number two is the investment. I know that gets a lot of people excited. We started that yesterday. Whenever we talk about investment basically means something where you put your money and your money returns you money. It gives us two things: cash flow, and it gives you something called growth or appreciation. That's the second, the investment. And then whenever we talk about investment here, we talk about investment in stock market, investment in real estate, investment in businesses. And we will continue. We started that yesterday. We'll continue that today. So if you want to learn all about investing, so maybe, you have been afraid to invest and all of that, you are in the right place. We're going to be talking about that today. But then you also want to come back to fix your income if you have some income issues when it comes to building the capital that you need to do that for that investment. So we're going to be doing that. And lastly, which is the third pillar, or the third whatever, right? The third one is something called protection. Because when you get to the $1 million status, or you get to the you already build the wealth, right? And I'm going to tell you what exactly wealth means. We're going to be talking about that shortly, right? When you get there, you don't want a situation whereby somebody just comes from nowhere and you lose it all. You work so hard to build it, but then it gets to a certain point where, you know what, you need to protect what you have built. So those are the three things. A lot of people fail when it comes to this. They build it, they do it well, but when it comes to protection, including myself, right? When it comes to protection, they fail on that, right? It happened to Dave Ramsey when he first became multimillionaire, when he was at the age of 26 or 27. That is how he lost everything, and he had to file bankruptcy and rebuild, okay? That's what happened to him. So that's why you want to protect it, right? Because it's not everybody that has the same opportunity twice. So protect it once you get there. So welcoming everyone. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business. We're going to start the class shortly, and we got to 5 5,000 taps. Well done, everyone. Right, we got to 5,000 taps. I love that. I'm beginning to love the energy. So if you're new here, welcome in. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I am not alias doctor. It's not just a name. I have actually a doctorate degree in strategic business and information management system. Also, I'm a vice president of technology. Also, I'm a professor. I teach AI cybersecurity, obviously because I have a doctorate degree. I teach cybersecurity, AI cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. I started that this fall. But guess what? One thing that you would see that is constant in this is income, which is the first pillar that we talk about. Cleopatra, the first latest millionaire. Welcome in. And if you're just new here, click on that follow button. You'll be sitting for 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. Thank you so much for doing that. Get your daily at me, share the live, invite your friends over, right? Because life is about to be changed. Actually, life is just about to be changed. All right. Now, the other part of the story, the other part of it is that, oh, you know what? She's technology. How come she's talking about finance? That's because I have my bachelor's in, I'm a chartered accountant. I'm also an economist. Okay. So I'm a chartered accountant and an economist, but even with all of this, guess what? I wasn't building wealth. And when I talk about wealth, I'm going to touch what that means. When I talk about wealth, you will understand what that means. It means that, I was doing what? I was saving my money. I was making this decent income. I was saving my money, but guess what? I wasn't growing. I wasn't growing. I did not gain financial freedom. And a lot of people are on this boat right now. You're saving, you're working out, you're doing all of that, but you are not, you realize that, you know what, you're still struggling, you're not financially free, right? That's because you're saving. Stop saving. What should you do? Invest. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So welcome in. And I am the convener of this community called the $1,000,000 League. Those anticipating to become a millionaire in dollars and those that are already millionaires. And this is not a get rich quick scheme, guys. It is not. This is about moderate risk investing. Google who Warren Buffett is. And if you're new to investing, know who this guy is, Robert Kiyosaki, right? Those are the kind of investing that we do right here. We're not this is not about get rich. We build generational wealth and we put protection around it. So this is solid, serious business. Big guy, thank you so much for getting your daily at me. So please, one of the things that we do differently, if you're new here, if you have been seated here for more than 2 minutes, click on that follow button, okay? Click on the follow button. Number 2 is that you tap out the live. Number 3 is you share out the live. Okay, how to share? Press my forehead on the screen and share out the live. Number 4 is let us also repost. So let's quickly do that. And of course, also get your daily at me. Get your pen and paper ready, because I tell you, take all the notes, right? People pay thousands of dollars to actually learn all of these things because it's definitely life changing. So if you are new here and you'll be sitting and you're waiting, class is about to get started. Click on that follow button, okay? Click on the follow button. Don't just sit here. The only reason algorithm understand that you find this valuable is when you click on that follow button. So good to have each and every one of us today. All right, quickly, let's quickly get to this. One of the things, because we talked about this yesterday, okay? Whenever we talked about, as part of the investment session, right? Whenever we talk about wealth building, I said income, secondly, investment. These are the things that you want to take note. Just a recap for those that missed yesterday. So if you missed yesterday, as part of what we started with investment, right? Number 1, when we talk about investment, we're talking about real estate. We're talking about businesses. We're talking about ETF. And I'm going to show you exactly why we chose this. I will show it to you shortly, okay? Secondly, I would also show it to you with numbers why you should not save and why you should do what? Invest. Lady B, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Why you should and what should you invest in? What? Because one of the biggest thing people are, okay, I make this money. You said I should not put it in the bank. Then what should I do? I am too afraid. I don't want to put it in investment because I don't want to lose my money. I have, I've heard horrifying story. about real estate. Oh, how come? I mean, I don't even want to deal with that. But at least you need to be informed, right? How do you, all of those things are the things that we're going to be talking about today. Coming from at least somebody like myself, I am in both worlds. All of the three, you see, from the stock market to real estate to businesses. As a matter of fact, I own double digit real estate portfolio. Double digit real estate portfolio. So how is Dr. Lina able to manage that? And she's not, all her hair has not turned to white, even though everybody still say, oh, real estate tenant does this, tenant does this. But I've done it successfully for more than a decade. And I've been investing in the stock market, right? For close to 2 decades, right? I started with stock option with my employer almost 2 decades ago, okay? And of course, businesses as well, right? It is something called diversification. For the purpose of this community, those are three that we focus on, okay? Those are the three that we focus on. And I'm going to show you the reason why we focus on that. Also, when we talk about stock market specifically, now the stock market specifically, what we do, you would hear something that you hear consistently here is risk management. Hello, Nunu, welcome in. Abdurrahim, welcome in. If you're new here, you've been here, maybe you've been here 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Click on that follow button. Don't just take all this. I tell you, this is going to be life changing. Roger, latest millionaire in town. Latest millionaire in town. And when you hear that, why am I calling you latest millionaire? Because you are, because this is the $1 million league. Those anticipating to become a millionaire and those that are already millionaires, those are the ones that are here. Christ in me, the hope of glory. Welcome in, latest millionaire in town. Latest millionaire in town, right? Christ in me, the hope of glory. And when I call that, I specifically call every single person. Oh, thank you so much for getting your daily at me. I specifically call every single person. I call, when you click on that follow button, I welcome you in as a millionaire because you just lean forward. It's not everybody that is going to be, right? We just have a few people. Yvette, latest millionaire in town. Because one thing is there's power of life and death in the tongue, right? I'm a Jesus baby. I make him proud and I'm very bold of it. Say it anywhere, right? So when I say it, I just say that, oh, my father in heaven, right? This person is a candidate, okay? And this person is literally saying that this is just for me. I am going to become a millionaire and it's going to happen. However, Link, welcome in. However, God is also not a magician. He's not going to come down from heaven to make a magic, okay? He's giving us the senses. He's giving us the hands to work. That's why it starts with your income. And he also says he will bless the works of your hands, okay? So if there's nothing in your hands, there's nothing to bless, okay? So that's what it means, all right? So listen, what that means is that get your pen and paper because you're about to be empowered. You're about to be educated on how to do what? How to become financially free. And also the path, the journey to building wealth. So if this is what you're looking for, you want to end paycheck to paycheck, you want to become a millionaire, or yours might be like, you know what? There's never been a millionaire in my family. I want to be the trailblazer. I want to end this path. Make sure you click on the follow button. Take your notes and your pen and paper. Take all the notes and not just take notes. Execute, okay? Execution is key. But one thing I can tell you is that whatever strategy I'm teaching you is what I personally have used. So many other people have used. The multimillionaires have used, and it's worked, okay? And it's worked and it's still working. Somebody just literally crossed $500,000 within this community with the same income, but just changing things like investing, changing it from moving things from savings to investing, making sure that all the money is working for you, right? Working for you, cutting down expenses and increasing your income. All of those strategies, that's what we teach here, okay? That's what we teach us. So if you'll be sitting here or this sounds exciting to you, it looks like what you're looking for, make sure you click on the follow button immediately. Emphasis on immediately so we can bring you in. Awesome. So like I said, three things. Income session, we did that already. Number 2 is investing. Number 3 is what is called protection. You want to build wealth, you want to become financially free. It is this 3, it's around these 3 things. And I'm going to be touching it. So we did income, increase your income. Basically, what does that mean? Just a quick recap, right? A quick recap. You can increase your income by either going back to college, right? Which is my least favorite, okay? Because it takes time, it takes money. And if you have to do that at all, get a scholarship, okay? Get a scholarship. A lot of time we lean forward to student loan every single time whenever you have to go back to college. But guess what? A doctor from Dr. Fatima from UCLA came to teach us this about a month ago, and he said, UCLA is California, right? She said millions of dollars every single year go not they are not claimed every single year, and it is for scholarship. So always make sure that you apply for scholarship, put everything right before you start saying, oh, you know what, you're going to college if you're going that route. But it's still going to take your time. The other way is my favorite way, okay? My favorite way, because I used that about 15 years ago. It's about getting certification. Earlier, you probably heard that I said I'm a chartered accountant, I'm an economist, but I'm a vice president of technology. How did I transition from here to here? How did I move from finance to technology? I was actually working in the corporate finance department of one of the Fortune 100 companies, right? And I realized that I was making decent money, but I realized that I was doing more work, right? And the people in technology were making more money and they were doing less work, okay? And that was what triggered it. That triggered me, and I went and I decided I was going to move to technology, okay? Pursue a career in technology. And what did I do? All I did was get a certification. The certification took me $500, 5 months, and of course after 5 months I was able to increase my income by $30,000. That was about 15 years ago. That's my real story. I moved from the Fortune 100 and I moved to oil and gas. Got offer with Schlumberger, and I got an offer with McDermott, which is deep sea, and I decided to go with McDermott, even though it was a smaller company compared to Schlumberger, but it was paying higher. Who cares about bigger or smaller? And then that is how I continue with my career in technology. So you can do that. Get a certification instead of going back to college. 5 months versus 4 years. 5 months versus 3 years, right? $500 versus 40,000, 30,000. Always think about that return on investment, right? Always think about that, especially if you already have one degree, right? The goal is for you to just have that capital, right? Capital to do what? To invest, because your income is that wealth tool. It's a tool. Your money is just a tool. Financial freedom is a goal. So, and that was my own case. So that's the second way. The other thing is that there's even so many things that are free. Go on Google Coursera, go on Harvard Business School, and of course, Udemy, is it Udemy or Udemy or whatever it's called, right? There are free trainings there. Harvard Business School, even on YouTube. There's some things that you can learn on YouTube that are or on other platforms like TikTok, and everywhere it's available. Free education. Take that, right? Always take the free. Lastly, is I don't want to do any of this, right? I do not want to go back to school. I don't want to study at all. Maybe you're already in your 50s or your 60s. I mean, there's never too late. So there's never a time that it's too late for you to get started, by the way. Then the last thing is to supplement your income. Maybe you're making like 70,000 and you want to cover the gap, or to make it like $100,000, right? To get through the six-figure salary. Another way is for you to supplement it. What do I mean? Get a side hustle, okay? Get a side hustle. Side hustle that this might require your time. So you might have to put extra hours to it. This might be maybe you're taking extra shift. This might be you can rent your car on Toro, right? You know, that one doesn't require your time. You can drive Uber. You can do Uber Eats. You can do delivery. You can, and you know that you're doing it for a couple of months or a couple of years, just so you're building what? Your wealth tool, the tool that is needed to invest. Now you understand, I'm going to touch why this is very, very important, because whenever we're talking about stock market, we're investing in real estate or businesses, right? It takes something, right? It takes something. It's not like you can't just wake up and say, oh, you know what, I don't have money. Yes, I know that there are strategies in real estate whereby you don't have money and you can actually still buy real estate. You can own real estate. I know there are strategies like that, which I'm going to be talking about, right? But even at those strategies, it also is a form of side hustle. Okay, does that make sense? It's a sum of side hustle on the real estate side, okay? So think about strategies like wholesaling, okay? Wholesaling. Yes, it's going to generate some money for you, right? That money is what you now use towards your down payment or do whatever. That's some strategy there in real estate, whereby you don't bring any money out, but you need to do the legwork. That's what that means. So it's either you have the money, physical money, or you trade your time and the effort for it. So that is just a strategy there. But most of the time, you want to invest in stock market, right? You want to buy, you want to buy VOO. You better have that money, all right? You better have that $1 or $10 or $10,000, right? Or whatever amount, right? To buy it. It doesn't just come automatically. That's why your income is very important, right? Your income. Understand one thing: your income is not for it's not solely for bills, right? It's not solely for lifestyle. Your income is supposed to create babies and grandbabies, right? Is your income supposed to be a form of seed on the ground that germinates into multiple fruits? Once you take your income and you see your income this way, what you realize is that one thing that you realize is that you start saying that you see the light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to this paycheck to paycheck, because you start having things like rental income, you start having things like investment income, you start having like dividend income, you start having business income, right? Revenue, profit, net profit from your businesses and all of that. Remember your paycheck, right? Your paycheck is income from your skill, because you invested your knowledge and whatever, right? That's it. But imagine now your money now doing the same thing that you're doing, right? But it's the only thing is that you are not in the equation. It is the money that generates it. So that's the concept. You want to become financially free, that's what you need to do. Okay. So welcoming everyone again. I'm Dr. Lina. And I'm so glad that you're here. Yeah. So if you've been here for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, all right, 1 minute, click on the follow button, right? Because I see real estate. Absolutely. Yes, I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. Real estate is part of it. We're going to be touching about that. We're going to be touching that today. So if you have been sitting here, click on that follow button, because if you're just sitting here, you're doing all of this, you're taking notes, you love it, you love what you're already excited about what to come, and you don't click on that follow button, the algorithm doesn't know. Okay, it just feels like, oh, you're not finding value. So click on that follow button, tap out the live, share out the live, invite your friends over. Don't be the only one, because guess what, this is life changing. I'm not one of those coaches that learn it from the book. I learned it from the book as a doctor of business, right? As an economist, as a chartered accountant. But I have also been doing it for close to 2 decades. I've lost money, I've gained money. So I'm going to be teaching you the things that have made me money and the things that I've also lost, so that you don't make the same mistake, and then you get the clue on which one is better for you. Okay, Cypher, latest millionaire in town. So click on that follow button. If you're new here, you'll be sitting here and you haven't clicked on that follow button, make sure you do that. Tap out the live as well. The chat is pretty quiet. Can we all tap it? Let's get it to 15,000. Let's get it started. What? Yeah, I'm not sure what if I don't have a business. We're not talking about this. Is how this is where you buy. This is if you don't have a business, then you have a business, right? Or you need to put your money in something, right? One of the things that we also do is risk management and diversification. So you would see all of that. So let's tap out the live. Let's keep tapping out the live. Comfort, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. You owe me. You owe me. Yeah. I hope that answers your question. Let's all tap out the live. Let's get it to 15,000. One of the things that you see that we'll do differently is when once you stay here for 2 minutes, it looks like what you like, click on the follow button. Number 2 is you came late. No, we are just starting. Right? We are just starting. Number 2 is tap out the live. Number 3 is share the live. Number 4 is get your pen and paper ready, take notes and execute. Number 5 is I'm going to ask questions, you would respond. It's going to be a two-way conversation. All right. So, and also get your daily admin. Let's all get our daily admin. Don't be quiet on me. Otherwise, when I see every chat, everywhere is quiet, you'll see what's going to happen. I'm going to pause and we're going to do, all of this. So yeah, please help me. Let's make it fun today. Let's make the class fun today. Okay. Let's make it fun today. And those on the YouTube side, we're streaming on both the YouTube and the TikTok side today. We're streaming on both platforms. Talk about productivity and efficiency. Can I start over again? We are just starting. Hey, I find. How have you been? It's been a minute. Tell me you opened all those accounts. Right? Tell me you opened all those accounts. Yeah. If I tap out the live, you know what to do. And share out the live. Get your daily at me. If you haven't done that, get your daily at me. You or me, click on that follow button. Awesome. So let's get it started. So whenever we talk about wealth, let's start from here. So quickly, let me just start this one. So like I say, ETF real estate businesses, that's where we put our money, right? That income that you now got, right? That's where you put that money, okay? Thank you so much for getting your daily at me, right? The first thing first is, you see, business is real estate. Now, when we're talking about the stock market, this is the stock market we're talking about, because we're talking about diversification. Think about whatever you're doing, think about consistency, right? Whenever you want to invest in the stock market, right? Because now you have made this money in your company, from your income. You save some of it, right? You're not putting it in the stock market. A lot of time people lose money in the stock market. Why? All right? Why? If I ask anybody right now, if I ask you right now, why are you not investing in the stock market? Drop it in the comment. Why are you not investing in the stock market? Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 20,000 taps. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get your daily at me. If you're sitting there for more than 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Otherwise, you're doing us a disservice. You don't click the follow button. You don't tap out the live. You don't share out the live. You don't do anything. Mentor, I took another direction. I don't understand the stock market or ETF. Okay, that's great. You share whatever strategy. You don't have money, then you have to go fix the money first. That's because you need money to be able to do it. All right. You think about high risk, right? You think about high risk. Okay, great. So you think about it as high risk. That's the reason why you're not investing. So who else wants to try? Why are you not investing today? S-Link, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Why are you not investing in as of today? Why are you not investing? Right? Because if maybe I need to start from, because if you are not investing, it means that you are saving. You don't have the link. Okay, I don't have the link. Okay, that's what we are talking about. Right? That's, you don't have the link, you don't have the money. Not stranded. Welcome in. Yeah, we know what to do. Let's keep tapping out the live. So one of the things is there's a risk, right? A lot of time people lose money in the stock market, right? And remember, it's not just stock market we're talking about. People lose money in the stock market because they think that they are investing, but in real sense, they are not investing. I'm doing business and trying to start over, pretending my job as a, that's great. That's awesome. Business is there. So that's what I wanted to say. So far, you're putting your money and it's growing. Right. Well done. Well done. Awesome. So whatever we're talking about, whenever you are investing, whatever thing you're investing in the stock market, one of the things, or investing in real estate or businesses, understand that you have to be consistent about it. Consistency is key. All right. Consistency is key. It's very, very crucial. It's just like, let's say you are even in the social media space. One of the things that to tell you is consistency. Just the same way you clockwork, you go to your job every single day. You cannot show up today and say, oh, you know what, tomorrow I'm not showing up, right? So ensure that you are very consistent. Number two is, right, you don't need to make it complex, right? When it becomes complex, it becomes a serious issue, okay, right? And when I say consistency in the stock market, it means dollar cost averaging, right? Dollar cost averaging. Instead of you saying, oh, you know what, which one is the latest stock should I buy? Should I buy SpaceX or should I buy this other one, right? What you need to do is stay consistent, invest consistent, the same amount, the same time, like a clockwork, the same thing over and over and over again. Once you identify that, just do that. Keep it simple. A lot of time people often think about investing as, oh, you need to have multiple screen on the board, right? That is trading. Fata, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Right? That is trading. Right? There's so many people in the stock market there. The people that are gamblers. Gamblers are just basically somebody like myself 6 years ago that I did options trading. And I said, okay, options trading is like you bet that this stock is going to go up. right? You bet that this stock is going to go up. That's options. Or you bet that it's going to go down. What if it goes the other way, right? Guess what? You lose significant money. But it goes in that direction. Guess what? You'll make money. If it stays sideways, you're on your own, because there can also be a decay. Actually, that's the word, decay. That's part of the ways I lost $99,000 6 years ago, right? Until I started investing, just keeping it simple, right? Remember, everyone drop it in the comment. Keep it simple. Drop it in the comment. Keep it simple, right? Let's drop it in the comment. Whenever you are investing, keep it simple. Either it's real estate, either it's businesses, either it's the stock market. Keep it simple. Thank you so much, Olenga. Keep it simple. Those on the YouTube, I'm waiting for your comments. Drop it in the comment. Keep it simple, right? A lot of time we always, and there's only one person that responded, right? This is where we're going to fight. I need to get I need to get us to respond. You need to respond, right? We need to respond, because I want to make sure that I'm talking to humans and not BOTs. I want to make sure that you are not robots, because, because this is a quality over quantity. Right? It's okay for us to add value to 20 people's life versus having hundreds and hundreds, and then nobody's listening. Somebody is doing this, right? They are watching Netflix, but this one is just making noise on the, right? So we don't want that, okay? And if you're new here, click on that follow button. Keep it simple. Thank you so much, right? Keep it simple, right? And if you're new here, click on that follow button and whispers. Thank you so much. Welcome in. So keep it simple, right? A lot of time you think investing is very complex. No, just keep it simple. Most of my clients, we do it one time, and guess what? Once it's done, they never touch it again, except maybe your income increases. And you set it up in such a way that, thank you so much. You set it in such a way that every you can sell it as percentages, such that even if your income increases, life changes, it is still a percentage, right? That is still done instead of numbers, okay? So you keep it simple. Thank you so much, Twin. And let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 20,000 taps. And if you're new here, welcome in. Click on that follow button. You'll be sitting here for more than 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. The other thing is that know your goals. Somebody says, oh, you know what, buy this. This is the next big thing, because it's hypes, right? And you do not, you think, oh, you know what, let me go and buy. But what is your own goal? This person's goal might be like, I'm a trader. I just buy it low and I sell it high, right? Those people, is a business to them. You might be an investor. You buy it today, you don't need it until another 10 years. You buy it and you put it in the retirement account. You buy it, so why? It's a different strategy. It's just like real estate as well. People that buy real estate and buy a property, fix it and sell it within 6 months. It's different from people that buy real estate and buy a property and put it for, they're not selling it in another, in short, their children's children are inheriting those properties. That's a different strategy, right? What is your goal? What is your goal? You need to define your goal in whatever investment that you're doing. What is your goal? Is it that, oh, you know what? I want to buy real estate. I want to use house hacking strategy. That's what I want to use. Oh, I want to use BRS strategy. But all of those strategy needs to be linked to your goal. Each of those strategy needs to be linked to your goal. The other thing is that it has to, except you are maybe way younger, right? You want to keep it to moderate level. High risk, it depends on your risk tolerance. If you are okay to lose money, right, then you can do some things that are very, very volatile. But I played in that space and I lost money. All right. I played in that space and I lost money. And that's when I became a moderate risk investor. And of course, I started making money. How was I doing risky plays? And like I said, options trading, penny stock, day trading. I have a full-time job. It's two full-time jobs. And then I want to be trading. Day one, I gained 3,000. Day two, I lost 7,000. And like that. At the end of the day, I lost almost $20,000. That is, but some traders at the time, within 2 minutes, they can make whatever, $300 a day. That's fine by them. That is their day job, right? So, but what is your goal? My goal is to build generational wealth. So my goal is to just keep, because I'm still doing my day job. I'm still making money. I'm still, even though if I'm retiring in my 40s, in my 50s or whatever, I am still working till that time and I'm still making income. And the goal is just, my own goal is to make sure that that income, that money that is coming in is growing, is giving me cash flow. So far it's doing that, I am fine. I don't need to double it overnight, right? I don't need to double it overnight. So I keep it. What is your goal? Right? That's the other thing. No, but the other thing is that always think about time in the market. In this community, we always talk about time in the market, always win time in the market. And I'm going to show you that today. Somebody that decides to Somebody that decides to put money in puts money today and lose it tomorrow, puts money tomorrow and lose it today. If your chances of losing money in the stock market, let's say you put it in an S&P 500, which is another diversification, okay? Let's say that you put your money in there, your chances of losing a penny becomes 0% by 20 years. So let's even say that you did something risky, right? Your chances of losing money become a 0% after 20 years. That is the power of compound. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Time in the market, the power of compounded. The power of compounded. Time in the market. Yeah, time in the market is absolutely key. When you start thinking about investing like this, you will realize that investing is much easier than you actually think. Which stock should I be picking? You don't need to pick stock. Diversify. Diversify. Why do you diversify? Risk management. Because think about it. Instead of you buying one stock, you are putting your money towards many at the same time in a singular transaction. When you do it that way, it means that you realize that you are not losing money, right? Because your chances of losing money drops from 33% to 33% divided by the number of shares companies that is within that portfolio that you are, or that funds that you are invested in. Does that make sense? So those are the things, right? These are the key foundation. These are the key foundation whenever it comes to investing. Key foundation, and you can use it, right? When it comes to real estate as well, it's still the same thing. Always think about it. You don't want to buy diversification. You don't want to buy all your property in one street. Just imagine Dr. Lina buying all of her properties, right? In one street. What if that neighborhood goes down? Right? Why are you buying? In my own portfolio, I have 3 bedroom, I have 4 bedroom, I have almost 5 bedroom as well. Manny, latest millionaire in town. Right? The only thing that I don't have is 2 bedrooms. I don't have that because my goal, back to what we're saying, my goal, you need to know what your goal. I am serving people that are more of, that have their family. Like, the single, new people that before they buy their properties, right? Those are the people that I'm serving. I am not in the school zone. Maybe if I'm maybe when my kids are going to college, then I can start thinking of that. Multi-unit, all those things. You need to know your goals because at the end of the day is your money. A lot of times what I see, most problem I see with a lot of people is they are chasing other people's goals. Maybe there's one person on the social media that say, oh, go do this. But your goal might be different. Chris saying on whatever is a trader. It's different from somebody else that is not a trader. Hi, how are you, Tammy? Welcome in. Yeah, those on the YouTube side, welcome in. Make sure you click on that subscribe button. And on the YouTube, on the TikTok side, if you have been sitting there for more than 2 minutes, you find this valuable, and you've been here 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you've not clicked on that follow button. Hi there, Kia. Welcome in, Kia's dad. Yeah, click on that follow button. I know we're moving quickly, right? And you're taking all those notes. So let me give you a second. Let's welcome you in. Everyone click on that follow button if you have not done so, and let's tap it out to 20,000 taps. Let's give it 20,000 taps. If you're new, drop one and click on that follow button. I'm new. drop one, welcome in, welcome in. This is the $1 million league. This is the community of millionaires. Those that are anticipating to become one and those that are already one. So you have some high net worth individuals here, right? You have some high net worth individuals here. Joy, joy, joy. I love Joy. Latest millionaire in town. And Wister's latest millionaire in town. Joy is welcome in. So who else are we waiting on? You have been seated on the window. You've not clicked. Come through the red carpet. You are royalty. Millionaires, they are not common. They are not common, okay? We just have a few, right? A few of them, right? You want to join the community, right? And this is not a joke, okay? Because now you would stop losing money in the stock market. Now you would lose, you will start growing your money, right? And getting cash flow. Now you know that we have gamblers in the stock market. We have traders. We have speculators, those that chase the SpaceX stock. You don't know the reason why you are buying it, but you just buy. You speculated it's going to start going to the moon very soon, right? But why is it going to go to the moon? You don't know. Speculation, because everyone is chasing the crowd, right? Oh, they told you you are just looking for the next big thing. You want to double your money overnight. You are chasing the next big thing. But guess what? You keep losing money in that process. Now you'll be ready to build because you want to build a solid foundation. You're building a solid foundation. Have a goal. Make your vision board and have a picture of that goal. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're going to quickly do a reset because this chat is a little bit quiet. Okay. One of the things that we do differently here, I'm Dr. Lina. All right. I'm a vice president of technology, also a professor. I teach AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. I'm an economist. I'm a chartered accountant. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio, and I've been investing for close to 2 decades. And I'm the convener of this community. One of the things that we do differently here is that we teach you how to get there, right? And we expect you to execute. So what things that we do differently from your regular life here, because this is a serious class. This is class, not life. Serious class. I need you, if you have been sitting here, wait 2 minutes if it looks like what you are looking for, right? Or you have been around for so long and you've not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button. Number 2, that I see that even the OGs are not doing right now. Number 2 is that we tap out the life. We're tapping out because that is the only language the algorithm understand. The only Miss Wealthy, I love that. Wealthy within the $1 million league. Welcome, Miss Wealthy on the $1 million lead red carpet. League red packet. Welcome in. So you tap out the life, even the OGs, and I'm going to call out your names very soon. Okay, I know you. You know, right? You've been around. You're not tapping out the life. Okay. So let's tap out the life. You see, Uche is doing that. I know, twin. No. All right. You guys know yourself. Let's tap it out all the way, right? The reason why we tap out, we ask for that is because that's the only the language the algorithm understands. So tap out the life. Number 3 is that we share out the life. How do we share? As a matter of fact, I want us to all share. We're going to go straight into, I want to show you the next thing, right? When you save money, when you invest, right? It's not showing. It's not, I'm tapping, it's not showing. Oh, yeah, right. I'm just mentioning your name, okay? So we're going to share out the life. We have a lot to cover. We're going to be talking about real estate. Is financial freedom the part of building wealth as well? That's what we're, so let's share out the life. We're right now we have 5 shares. Let's get it to, can we get it to 20 shares? Press my forehead on the screen. Let's share out the life. Let's get new people in. Let's get new people. Press my forehead on the screen. Let's share out the life. Let's focus on the shares. Press my forehead on the screen. Let's repost as well. Repost. Those on the YouTube, click on that subscribe button. Let's share as well. Share with your family and friends on YouTube as well. Share and click on that subscribe button if you have not done so. And lastly, get your pen and paper ready. One of the other things you need to do is also you need to respond. I'll ask you a question, respond as well, right? Respond. I'll ask you a question. Please respond. That is the one that will bring a big fight. That's going to bring, thank you all for sharing. I love that. Thank you all for sharing. Thank you all for sharing. Like I said, if you're still new here, you've not clicked on that follow button, now is your time. Let's give you 1 minute. 1 minute, because class is about to we're getting it started. So let's get it to 20,000 quickly, and we're still at 10 shares. Lee, I know you're doing that. I'm tapping your forehead. Twin, I know you like tapping that forehead a lot, okay? All right, that's the only time you're allowed to do that. Okay, okay. All right. I like that. Yes, let's share, guys. Let's share, let's share. Let's tap out that life. And those on the YouTube as well, let's share as well. Let us share, let's share. Today we're going to also introduce real estate. If you don't, we might just finish everything about the stock market today and start real estate, but I definitely want to introduce real estate today as well. Something is going wrong, right? I don't know, but I see the numbers. It's 20,000 right now. I see the numbers, but click on that follow button, guys. Make sure if you are new here, welcome in. Let's click on the follow button. You don't know how to press the follow button, click on that plus sign. Yeah, click on the plus sign in front of your name and click on that follow button. So that's how you click on the follow button. Get your daily at me as well. Street, latest millionaire in town. Street on the red carpet equal latest millionaire in town. Later, we just got some new millionaires on the red carpet of the $1 Million League. Welcome in. Let's remember to get our daily at me as well. Get your daily at me. Let's get a daily at me. If you can feel the gift gallery, that would be much appreciated. That would be much appreciated. Get your daily at me. Thank you so much. Getting your daily at me. Street picking, welcome in. Awesome. Gamer King, welcome in. Rexy, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. We have the millionaires, new millionaires, young millionaires, and old millionaires in the community. This is the $1 Million League. Thank you so much for the roses, Annie. Welcome in. Welcome in. Awesome. So let's go, guys. Keep tapping out the live, sharing out the live. Allow me teach. Do your own part. Allow me teach, do your own part, because I keep stopping because that's the only language the algorithm understand. Okay, so thank you so much. So in the stock market, right, so always understand, especially in the stock market, you don't want to lose money in the stock market. Follow this thing. So take a screenshot of this. Anytime you are under pressure, you're thinking, oh, you know what, I need to buy this thing. Look at it. Are you doing it consistently? Is it complex, right? Have you done your own research? Is it linked to your goal, right? Have you done minimal research? Not so much. Is it moderate? Is it within your risk tolerance, right? And of course, how long, as part of your goal, are you thinking of keeping it long term? As a matter of fact, think about long term, okay? Because also know that there's tax impact whenever you sell within 1 year, right? Whenever you sell stock within 1 year, I hope you know that there's tax impact. The taxes are higher. It triggers a tax event whenever you short sell, right? When you sell within a year the stock, right? There's a tax impact. You pay capital gain taxes. Then lastly, think about diversification. Okay, diversification. All right. So whatever I taught right now, it's called smart investing. It is called smart investing. How you invest smartly in the stock market, whereby you're not losing money. Okay, you're not losing money. You are ensuring that you're experiencing growth, and at the same time you're getting some cash flow. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. So I'm going to wipe this off for a second. Okay. All right. So whenever we talk about smart investing, one of the things that actually satisfy this, and let me bring my iPad, and just to buttress what I just told you, so that you understand that, you see all those get rich quick scheme, be a trader, all those things that they tell you on those social media, they tell you in spaces, oh, put your money here, it's going to double overnight, it's going to do this, do that. Let me tell you, you want your role model to be the people you are looking at, right? The people that are already there, your mentors. They are millionaires, they're multi-millionaires. Always think about, how do they invest, okay? How do they invest? Let me show you something. Where does the multi-millionaire, when you're investing, check where does the multi-millionaire, where do they put their money? Multi-millionaires rarely keep large sums in standard retail checking accounts. Instead, they typically distribute their wealth across four main pillars. You might be wondering, so doctor, where is this coming from? Why are we saying stop saving? Let me quickly address that. I'm taking it one after the other, okay? So you understand the foundation. When I everything that I said earlier about investing, where did it come from? Why should you invest that way? Why should it be moderate? Why should you invest consistently? All of those things, protection around it. Why is it? Where is it coming from? This is where does the multimillionaire put their money? So definitely you are seeing something. They don't put their money in the savings or checking account. At least checking account is not even an option. So meaning basically bank account. And I'll show you the one that they will put in the bank account. They don't, no. So this one is no. They don't do that. Meaning stop saving money in the bank account. Because, and I'm going to show you the reason why. This is part of the reason why. So look at this. The private banking and cash equivalent. Liquid cash is kept in private wealth management accounts, treasury bills, and money market funds to manage inflation and expand FDIC coverage. Manage inflation. So they said they have some funds liquid. So the number two, this is number one. Number two, they have liquid funds a little bit. Some. This is called your emergency fund. They don't put this one in the stock market. They put it in, and they don't put it in an investment, because emergency happens at any time. It doesn't knock. It will not say, it's going to happen tomorrow. Go and sell your stock. Dreamweaver, latest millionaire in town. It doesn't tell you that, right? So here, instead of us doing, they said treasury bills and all of that, we see that, okay, there are some other better interest rate that is much more liquid than treasury bills and all of that. High yield savings account. It's your regular bank account, but it gives you about 3 to 6%, 3 to 5%. So a bank like a SoFi if you're in the United States. Otherwise, Google best high yield savings account, just this, in your own country. All right? Google that, and you would see best high yield savings account. Put the month, put your country, put the month, and see what interest it generates. Why do I need to stress myself about CD? CD gives me 3.6%. Treasury bill, I don't know. Those that have treasury bill in the United States. I'm in Texas, in United States, by the way. So in case you hear some things about United States, but this is a global community. As a matter of fact, we have 70 countries represented here. 70 countries, including India, Japan, Taiwan, Bahrain, Serbia, right? All of those countries. Turkey is represented here. Botswana is here, right? Mexico, all of those countries are represented here. So drop the country where you're connecting from if you care to share, right? So you will see me use examples like in the United States, because I am in United States, but it doesn't change the principle. The principle applies, globally, right? The principle of investing applies globally. So choose the one that works for you, or just check what works for you. Now, high savings account. So like in the United States, we have something like a SoFi. We have, you can also Google it. Google your own country, like I said, high savings account. And it gives you about 4%. It also gives you $400, right? You opening this account and having a direct deposit. I just gave somebody $400 for free right now. I just gave somebody $400 for free. Right? That is, you can open an account with SoFi. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. But I used to, instead of your Bank of America, Chase, or whatever, all these banks like Capital One, this one will give you about 3%, right? A CIT, all right, yeah, there are quite a number of them. Just go on Google, high yield savings account in your country, like in the United States by in August 2026. What you are putting in there is your emergency fund. Guys, think about it. It's giving you 3-4% return annually. Your bank, your regular bank is giving you 0.01%. 0.01% is associated with Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, all those big banks. They share Citibank, not CIT, Citibank. They share the same thing. This is the same thing. The bureaucracy with most big banks, like the top banks in most countries, they give you the lowest interest rate because they already have customer database. They really do not need you, okay? But we have banks like this, right? They're doing this, even though they are solid bank. Capital One is a solid bank, but they just give you a better interest rate. Better interest rate. So you want to make sure that you don't leave that money on the table. Like a SOFA would also give you $400 for just barely opening an account with them. So if you want to know more about it, let me know. If you want to know more about it, let me know and I can quickly show you. Now let's keep sharing out the live. Let's tap out the live. You have been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You're doing us a disservice because algorithm. Now you have this clue that we are hooking you up, right? Out you can get free $400, right? Yeah, you're doing us a disservice just sitting here, not clicking on the follow button, not tapping out the live, not sharing out the live, not commenting, not anything, right? Algorithm assume that you are a BOT. So please, 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 please don't just sit here. We value your time. We appreciate you. Click on that follow button. Otherwise, it's also okay for you to scroll, right? It's also okay. But if you think that you're finding value or you think you're going to get value already, that you love what you're saying, then please click on the follow button. All right. Thank you so much for doing that. And thank you so much for complying with that. Can you see I'm tapping? Yes, I see. I see. Even though it doesn't show that you are the one, but I can see the numbers going up. So right now I see 24,000, but it doesn't show that somebody's tapping, right? I see Omo just, yeah, I see Rexy. I see Omo, but I do not see you. Maybe you want to go in and out or something, right? Go in and out and be, now I see you, twin. I see you. I see you. Good job, guys. I see what everyone is doing, right? Right. RS Gabby, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in on the red carpet of the $1 Million League. Yeah, that is RS Gabby. So this is the only money that they made liquid, right? Emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. That's it, right? Number 3, that's where we are going. Right? Most wealth is tied up in diversified portfolio. Diversification. That's where that comes in. Whatever you see on the board, this is where does the multimillionaire, where do they put their money? This is the multimillionaire's wealth blueprint. So when you say that you're a millionaire, and I say that this community is a multimillionaire, this is what we follow. I can't see it anymore, but I'm tapping. Thank you so much. I can see it. It comes through, right? Awesome. High net worth individuals own high value primary residency, commercial, no. In diversified portfolios, such as mutual funds, ETF, and direct business investment. Businesses. Can you see that? Direct business investment. Twin, I see you tapping, right? Then direct business investment. Then number 3, right? Where does the multimillionaire put their money? Number 3 is something called real estate, right? That's what you see right there. So we are not bringing it from the thin here, right? In high net worth individuals own high value primary residences. Trust me, we have high net worth individuals here. People that are already millionaires and they're trying to become multi-millionaires, and some multi-millionaires just encouraging us right here within this community. So we have solid people, and those that are not yet millionaires, maybe you are just living paycheck to paycheck. It doesn't sound real to you that it's not going to be possible. First, thank you for so much getting your daily admin, right? It sounds like it's not possible, but guess what? With strategies that we teach here, it's going to be possible. You just need to execute, okay? Execute. Follow it to the letter and you start seeing the result. It starts with that income, and we've talked about how to increase your income. If you missed it, join us again and we'll be teaching that. But then beyond that, there are some other things that you need to do, like growing your money, all right? Because that's what you need to do. All right. So real estate, right? Then the other thing is that specialized structure through a dedicated family office or specialized tax advantage trust. They manage estate plan. They manage estate planning, consolidate asset, and invest in alternative asset. Okay, alternative asset. So you remember when I started the class, I said it's threefold: income, investment, and of course protection. Protecting the money. Income is your wealth tool, is the foundation, right? Ali, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. And Nana, latest millionaire in town, welcome in, right? So you want to become what? Financially free. You want to build wealth. It's 3 things: One is that your income. Number two is your investment. Number three is protection, what you actually build. Okay? Protecting it. Those are the three things that you need to do. Thank you so much for the repost. Awesome. And you guys are doing amazingly with the, that tapping and sharing out the like. I love that. Let's remember to get our daily at me. If you haven't gotten your daily at me, if you're sitting here for more than 2 minutes, click on that follow button. You've been here for more than 2 minutes. If you can feel the gift gallery, that would be much appreciated as well. So good to have each and every one of us. Thank you so much, everyone sharing out that live. That's amazing. 25 shares already. And of course, we are already at how many? 26,000 taps. And Macarena, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. And those are the YouTube, so good to have you. I hope you're following as well. I hope you're following. Remember to share out the live as well. Click on that subscribe button if you have not done that and share out the live. By the way, guys, I'm on both. We're streaming on both the YouTube and the TikTok at the same time. We're doing that. First, thank you so much for the Go Populars. It helps us a lot. So now you see the reason, right? We're not just building this in the thing here, right? ETF, real estate businesses, we're not just doing it. It did not come from somewhere. It came from where does our role models, where do they put their money? Because if they put their money there, trust me, it means that that's part of the strategies that they used in getting to that $1 million status. And I can tell you because I've used it and it has brought me to that $1 million status. It had given me that financial freedom, right? Meaning ability to work because you want to work, becoming work optional. All right. So that's it. So, and some other people, like I just said, somebody just literally crossed $500,000. $500,000. She's buying additional. I got approval to buy, approval to buy the next property. Yeah. To buy property. Okay, to buy a next property because she's in the military, or she's a veteran or some, yeah. So 0.001%, right? That is what your other banks give you. But guess what? To build wealth, to be financially free, your money should do two things. Your money should give you what? It should give you growth, and if it can also give you cash flow, the better. It will give you growth and it will give you cash flow. Yeah, up latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. It should give you growth. It should give you cash flow in whatever country that you are in. So far, there's a something there. It should give you growth and it should give you cash flow. So once you understand that, you realize that, oh, you know what? You want whatever thing that whenever you put your money in, ask yourself, is it growing and is it giving me cash flow? Or is even at the minimum it should grow? If it's not growing, then you don't have business in putting your money there. If it's not growing, you don't have business in putting your money there. All right? And this is anywhere in the world, because your goal is financial freedom, or except you want to remain paycheck to paycheck, because that's the only other option. All right. So having said that, what then? Let's now continue with ET. Let's talk about the whenever we talk about this growth and cash flow, why? Okay, why? Let's look at three scenarios. Who wants to volunteer? Otherwise, I'll pick three random people. Who wants to volunteer? Well, let me ask this question. If you do not believe that, if all you do with your money is that you save it, you save your money, drop it in the comment. You save your money, you're saving your money in the bank right now, drop it in the comment. Remember, it's a two-way thing. If you are just joining, welcome in. Click on that follow button. Right? If you are just joining, click on that follow button. Asa, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. So you are saving your money. You put your money in the bank right now. Drop it in the comment. This is where we're going to have a big fight. When we don't respond, we don't comment. You're putting your money in. So that's one. Number two, you put your money in high yield savings account. Okay, Anita, thank you so much. Hi, Anita. Anita said I put my money in the savings account. Okay, Anita is team savings. Who is joining Anita? All right, I do both. Okay, I do both. Swing is what? Let's put swing in in short. I do both. Who else? I save in the bank. Okay. All right. Keep dropping in banks, I'm pleased. Okay. All right. So let's see. You do both. Okay. So let's do this. So we have Anita. I'm saving for now. Foster. We have Foster. Let's see. And Asa is very pleased with her bank. All right. And these are team bank, right? Team bank. All right. For those that people that said I put my money in the bank, right? What is the interest? I mean, please, if you can make it the United States, if you're in the United States, yeah, let's do that. If you're in the United States, or if you're not, you can also drop the interest you are getting from that account. Now we do team a CD, treasury bill, high yield savings accounts. You know what I mean? All of these people in this category. Who are those? Twin was on that list. Who else again? Oh, I froze. 20% per annum. What country is that? What country is that? Uche is also on. Uche. Uche is saving. All right, we need to talk a lot of execution here. Oh, Ghana. Okay, all right. Dr. Sajay. Okay. Now let's you will rejoice, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you are just joining, welcome in, welcome in. We are going to be teaching. We want to show a scenario. And please bear with me. I'm going to, because for us to be able to compare apples to apples, I have to take the savings in one country, the same country, right? And compare it with the return, in this other country and this other country. Okay. So that's what we're going in the same country so that we can compare apples to apples. Okay. So for those that said CD, IE savings account, what interest are you getting? What interest are you getting? And then we're going to have the last category. So whenever I say stop saving, let's address that because I get that question every time. By the way, I kept on saying that in some countries, you'll be so amazed at the interest that they get. The interest, that they get. Because it's mimicking the inflation. So, twin CD IU savings account, right? What interest are you getting? Can I join your bank? We don't have a bank. All right. Am I still here? Somebody said I froze. Am I still here? Can you still hear me? Can you hear me? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. If you are just joining, welcome in. Yeah, click on that follow button. Yes, you can hear me. So okay, thank you so much for sharing out the live. Awesome. Oh, thank you so much. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, click on that follow button. If upper link, latest millionaire in town, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in, welcome you. Yeah, welcome in. We're talking about path to financial freedom. Wealth building is what we're talking about, and it takes three things. Three things. What CD, certificates of deposit, Anita, latest millionaire in town. Is you just putting your money in an account with the bank and almost like a fixed deposit, something of that nature. So almost like a fixed deposit, you fix it for a certain period. It might be 3 months or 5 months or 6 months. It's like tenure, and they're going to give you a certain return on it, certain interest on it. Okay? Does that answer your question? All right. So Anita, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. So question, what interest? Oh, you are welcome. What interest do you get on the CD? right? Or I use savings account. I know we get about 4%. 4%, but I need for the CD, guys, give me the numbers for the CD. 4%, right? What interest are you getting? Certificates of deposit, exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Nunu. All right. So 4%. CD, guys. Who are the CD? Somebody help me. What interest? What interest are we getting? What CD giving right now? What is CD giving right now? 3.8%. Thank you so much, Louise. 3.8%. All right. So this, who are the team investors? Investment. So let's say you put your money in ETF or maybe mutual funds or index funds. Who are those team? All right. Keep dropping it right there, but we get to it. So whenever I say that, stop saving, right? Stop saving. Oh, by the way, all of those people that said they put their money in the bank, if you're in the United States, and I'm talking about the traditional, I'm not talking about ETF, that is exchange traded funds. Okay, and we're going to get to it shortly. So you want to stick around. So that's a way to invest smartly, such that you are diversifying your funds and you are not losing. You manage your risk when it comes to exposure. You hedge against the risk in the stock market. So click on that follow button so that you can learn more. We're going to be teaching that shortly, right? So for the people that said Team Bank, if you're in the United States, what interest are you getting? Somebody help me. I get 0.01 from the Bank of America and from the Chase Bank of America, but what interest do you get? Maybe somebody gets something higher. Somebody gets something higher. Put it in the comment. Somebody help me. Or someone help me. I just want to, so that we can move further. That's it, coach. Okay, 0.01%. 0.01%. But let's even give them, okay, let's say maybe they give us 1%. By the way, I don't even think any bank gives on a regular savings account. I don't think any bank gives up to 1%. I don't think any bank gives up to 1%. So one thing, let's look at these three people. The three of them, and I love to pick on the nurses, right? Not exactly. Not that I pick on them, but it's just easy. That's the only thing that came on my head. All of them are nurses, and they are making the same income. They're making $100,000. Okay, maybe because I just saw Anita BSN RN Healthy Lifestyle. Maybe that's why. And all the three of them make the same income, right? They make 100,000 each of them. We don't need to, let's just say they make the same income, 100K every single year. You need a bigger whiteboard. I know, right? Yeah, I know. I actually have two boards, right? I have another one, but I think I need something wider. Don't bag 0.15 for normal savings. Okay, 0.15. Okay, so it still falls in here. It's still within the range, right? It's still within the range, right? Yeah. Yeah. So Ridley, first of all, right, you need to click on the follow button, okay? You need to click on the follow button. That's what you need to do. While I'm trying to get my my wider board, right? It's just that I'm also looking at the space, my office, right? Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, so Sal, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. If you are new here and you've been waiting 2 minutes, click on that follow button, right? I actually need that. Maybe I need to get the digital one. Get the one that is digital. Yes, you just did. Hey, Ridley, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Yeah. Okay, awesome. So the thing about, okay, what was I saying? So they all make the same amount because they graduated at the same time. NMT, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. They all make the same money, the same thing. Both Foster and Anita, they make all of them make the same money as the twin, right? I make the same money as I make the same money as this person. Okay, you need money by tomorrow. You're in the wrong place, right? Right? You need money tomorrow. You're in the wrong place, right? This is not get rich quick scheme, right? And be ready to lose your money like I lost my money. $99,000 was what I lost 6 years ago. So when you are chasing all those kind of things, yeah, I wish you all the best with that. I wish you all the best. That's the way I laugh when I see people, oh, I want to double my money tomorrow. Okay, I wish you all the best. That was me 6 years ago. And I've learned my lesson in a hard way. All right, because there's no multi-millionaire or billionaires that I've seen that you lost to, okay, and you've not learned your lesson. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's leave Ridley. His place is just Ridley. I mean, he's doing some riddles right now. All right, let's go ahead. If you are new and you'll be sitting, click on that follow button. You had 99,000 6 years ago. What do you think? You think? And my hair looks like this, right? Right? Oh yeah. I'm gonna. You think, guys? You guys? Let me just not continue. Let me just continue my teaching, because if I start with that person that said I had $99,000 6 years ago, damn. Steve, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. It tells you that you need to add to your income, right? Get some additional skills. You need to come back again and we talked about income, right? Income increase, right? Except you won a jackpot or a lottery or you got a trust, right? You need to focus on your income, okay? You need to focus on increasing your income, and I just taught that some minutes ago, okay? Because that's what it's going to get, part of what it's going to get today. So, like I said, all these nurses, these are nurses, right? Remember, it means that they have a job. They are showing up every day. That's how they can make 100,000. 100,000 did not appear in their accounts like magic. It is not magic. Something comes that they traded their time for money, right? But we'll see what they will now do differently. Out of this money, because they are very, very knowledgeable, right? They prioritize their personal finance, right? They make sure that they save some of this money. They put some of this money aside. They don't spend everything on bills and lifestyle and all of those things, right? They prioritize paying themselves first, meaning that they put some money towards growth, towards growing and cash flow. Remember, for you to become financially free, it's two things: cash flow and growth. Okay, so they prioritize that. Okay. So they put some of their money towards bills, which is depreciating lifestyle liability, DLL, and they put some of this 100,000, right, towards something called, this is on DLL. They shared 50K, and they put the remaining on ACA. Okay, appreciating cash flow liability asset. Now, I'm not saying that you need to do 50% of your income, but just for the ease of calculation, let's keep it at 50-50 for now. As a matter of fact, I did 50-50%. I did 50% of my income for at least 6 years. 50% of my income was going to invest in. So maybe that comes naturally to me, but I know that don't be intimidated. If you cannot do 50%, you can do 10%. Start from anywhere, not doing anything at all and just spending it on bills, right? That is the worst, right? But if you know that you can do 50%, absolutely do it. And if you can't do it today, when your income increases, you get a promotion, salary increase, and all of those things, or job change, don't let your lifestyle or you die, or don't let this side increase this side to appreciating cash flowing asset, right? On this side. Now they now take 50,000, right? Kobios, latest millionaire in town. If you are new here, welcome in. Click on that follow button. If you have been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, let's welcome you to the community. Awesome. So they keep 50,000. So it simply means that they have 50,000 here. There's something called, I want to show it to you when I say stop saving for the people that put their money in the bank, right? I want to protect my money. Guess what? Remember, the multimillionaires don't put their money there. They don't, right? The only money that they put in there is for emergency. That's the only money that goes into the bank. And they don't put it in this regular bank account. Your Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, and all those big, big banks. Maybe like Bank of Canada, Bank of England, Bank of, you see all those big, big bank of something. Whenever you hear it, Bank of Nigeria or whatever, whenever you hear those, you know that it's bureaucracy. Bureaucracy, because they know that they have too much customers. They don't care, right? So they give you pennies. They give you nothing on your money. Okay, that's what they do. Now, let's say so it means that they have $50,000. Each of them have $50,000 to do what? To invest. Okay, to put towards something, right? They have 50K, right? They have 50K. Now, and let's keep tapping out the light. Let's share out the light. Get your daily at me. If you haven't gotten your daily at me, let's always remember to get a daily at me. All right. Let's remember to get a daily at me. If you haven't gotten your daily at me, if you can fill up the gallery, that would also be much appreciated. It just helps us go popular. It helps this life as well. Okay. So who is that person? Big latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Awesome. So now there's something called, let's see that they have, this person has 50,000. This person has 50,000. This group of people have 50,000. They now take that 50,000, right? They put it in different vehicles. You see this one that is here. He's putting the money on, what's it called? Not a bicycle. What's slower than a bicycle? There's something slower than a bicycle. Huh? There's something slower than a bicycle. Please, somebody give me something. This person is put just here, but I'm willing to wait to understand all the stitching. Oh, absolutely. We're talking about, you're going to get it. Like a turtle, like a snail. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I love that. Turtle, like a snail. Right? This person is riding like a snail. I'm going to show it to you. Where you put your money matters. Where you put your money matters. This group of people are putting their money in the bank. The bank is giving them 1%, 0%, zero, whatever. And you would understand, you see this. Why? Now, this person on the other hand is still moving a bicycle. That's this person on the other hand. I will show it to you shortly. I'm going to show it to you shortly. You put it in IA service account. You put it in CD. You put it in treasury, whatever. Except you are, of course, when you are in your 60s, right? I understand, because you cannot even risk so much. Fiona, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you are new here, click on that follow button. If you're sitting there for more than 2 minutes. All right. And then we have this person, this group of people. This is in the journey of building wealth. Remember, you want to become financially free. How do you get there? From your income. This is, somebody is on a snail. So it means that's how long it's going to take the person riding a snail to get to financial freedom and build wealth. This person is riding a bicycle. How long is going to take the person? And this person, on the other hand, is in a car. Is in a car. Now there's additional levels to this, right? There is a speed car. There is, whenever we come to investing, now there's now still levels to that investing. There's the sports car. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much, Ridley. The sports car. There is the Ferraris and the Lambos and exactly, of this world. And then there is the one that is also flying on the plane. So there's levels to this as well. All right. So we might not be able to get to the plane here because the risk on that level might be higher than what some of us can handle. So we're going to keep it to the Ferraris of this world first, right? All right. So what do I mean by this? There's something called the rule of 72. Hey, Bullet, Please, how many pages do you have? Cause someone is trying to. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, guys, I want to plead with you. Please, I only have one account. If you are not click on the follow button, please click on the follow button now. Otherwise, there are people. Otherwise, if somebody follows you, I even stop following anybody now because of people like this. They would say that okay, it's a backup account. They have my pic. They will have the picture. If I go right now, and we've been reporting and we've been blocking them. Okay, so click on the follow button now so you know that it's the right Dr. Lina. And then when you go there, if you go on my name later, you would see you can be able to customize my name and you put it as the right Dr. Lina. Okay, you can customize it to be right Dr. Lina or the correct Dr. Lina. So please, I plead with you, right? Because if somebody says, oh, you know what, we have cryptocurrency, we don't do that. If they tell you, oh, we have WhatsApp group, bring money, that's not Dr. Lina. Okay, we are, protection layer is part of what we do here. So if you have not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button. As a matter of fact, drop one in the comment, because when I see all of things like this, it triggers me. And I want you all, if you are real, click on the follow button, drop a comment. Anybody that appears to be mimicking the behaviors of a scammer or of a BOT, right? Because we have high net worth individuals here. That's the reality. I want to make sure that my people are are protected. So we're going to start blocking. Click on that follow button. If you tap out the live, drop a comment drop one in the comment if you're real. Hey Lina, welcome in, right? If your behavior, maybe you've been sitting here, you're just taking the notes and all of that, and you don't click on the follow button, we will start blocking those kind of people. We're blocking those people, and it begins now. So drop a comment, click on the follow button, tap out the live, get your daily admin, do whatever just to show that you're not a scammer. Otherwise, these are things, because they're definitely here. They're definitely here. And hello, awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, so click on that follow button if you have not done. Everyone, make sure, otherwise, the blocking will start blocking anyone that looks like, because they are here. I know they're here. That's why they're following Bullet right now and they're chatting him up. So beware. Thank you so much. James Thomas, so good to have you again. Yeah. Drop a comment, tap out the live, click on the follow button if you have not done so. The mods are going to start blocking people shortly. If you don't comment, you don't click on the follow button, it shows that you're a scammer, and it also shows that you are a BOT or something, or you have an hidden agenda. Why would you be here for 5 minutes, 10 minutes and really don't do anything? Then there's something about you that doesn't sit right. Okay, so let's do that. So if you have not still clicked on that follow button, yeah, be sure that can happen to you at any time. You might just be booted out shortly. All right, awesome. And it's okay. I mean, this is not for everybody. It's for people that are serious. So and if you think that, oh, I want to learn this, I want to become a millionaire, I want to become financially free, I want to build wealth, the first step at the minimum is for you to click the follow button, tap out the live, and just to be seated around, and turn on notification bell so you can be back again. So if you are not doing that, then you don't have any business being here. You know what I mean? So all right, it's not being proud or anything. We'd rather add value to 20 people that are really serious, they become a millionaire, versus a whole crowd and we don't really make an impact. Okay, so all right, so we'll give you another 3 minutes to do that. Okay, while I continue teaching, then the mods are going to get in and they'll start blocking people like that. All right, so it's something called, how do we show, right, where they put their money and how quickly they're going to get to their financial freedom. So it means that let's see how long it takes this 50,000 to double to 100,000. How long? Who wants to know how long it takes? Tap the screen and show the sisters some love. Thank you so much. Right? Thank you so much for that. And get your daily admin. Tap out the live, and of course, get your. Let's remember to always get our daily admin. Only 6 people have gotten their daily admin so far. So, and click on that follow button. All right. So think about it. 50K, 50K, 50K. How long is it going to take this 50,000 to become $100,000? That's what we want to determine. And it's something called, if that ever crossed your mind, like just put I want to know. How long you want to know how many years it's going to take you at $50,000? How many years is it going to take you to become 100,000? If you want to know, put I want to know in the comment. How many years is going to take this 50,000 to become $100,000? If you want to know, put I want to know. Okay, and Whisper wants to know. Okay. All right. So it's something called the rule of 72. Have you heard of rule of 72 before? Have you heard about the rule of 72 before? This is the rule of 72. Before you start asking me, Dr. Lina, did you create the rule of 72? I did not. All right, I did not. I did not. You can Google it. Depends on the, The rule of 72 tells you how long it takes your money to double with compound interest. So think about ROR, rate of return, return on investment, interest rate. All of those things will determine how many years and months. Eyewitness wants to know how many years it's going to take, or months and days it's going to take 50,000 to become 100,000. So it simply beats compound interest. Like how many years does it take you to compound, right? Yes, many of the cohort, retired on the rule of 72. Exactly. Rule of 72. There's also the rule of 25 as well. There's the rule of 25. I think it might be they retired on, I think what you're talking about is the rule of 25, right? Because that's what gives you your financial freedom number. If you're talking about people that retire based on, because So the rule of 72 tells you how quick, how long, how many years to. I'm waiting for. It tells you how long it takes your money to double. Okay, how long? All right. So let's look at this scenario. The people that are saying that they're saving their money, getting 0.01%, let's even give it to 1%. Rule of 72, how do you do the calculation? Now we are going into the math. Rule of 72, take number 72, divide it by your interest rate. It's going to give you the number of years. It's going to take this 50,000 to become $100,000. All right? 50,000 to become $100,000. How many years? Take 72, divide it by your interest rate. If it's on a business, somebody says, come and put money in this business. Ask them, what's the rate of return? What is the return on my investment and ROI? Whatever they tell you, you can use this number, these terms. So they know that you are very smart. You know what they're saying. Whatever they want to scam you. If they don't know what that is as a business, then you know that they just want to take your money and use it for a party. Okay? So ask them, what is the return on investment? So let's say in this case, the interest rate, the bank gives you 1%, 0.01%. So 72 divided by 1. So take 72 divided by the interest rate, right? Somebody said 0.05 earlier as well. 0.10. So 72 divided by 0.10, right? That's, I think was it Louis? Louis says 0.10. Somebody says 0.10. So 72 divided by 1. 72 divided by 1, 72. And that is 72 years. 72 years to convert 50,000 to 100,000. Lord Duke, latest millionaire in town. Right? Exactly. That's but you know that you or your 401k, you know that you're until when you are not any income. Pour in. Welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome in. Hello. Click on that subscribe button on the YouTube side. Welcome in. So good to have you. Make sure that the taxes you're taking taxes into account when you are doing that, and you're not doing it before 59 and a half because of the penalty. All right. So 72 years to convert 50,000 to increase 50,000 to 100,000. 72 years. So it means that if you have put this 50,000 in at the age of 20, your 150,000 is going to become 100,000 at the age of 92. Summary. So at the age of Texas, yeah, okay. So 72 years, guys. If that works for you, let me know. Drop it in the comments. If that works for you, 72 years, and if somebody can do, if that works for you, it's really a snail, as you said. Yeah. But that's reality. So whenever you are in Norway, whenever you are in that bank, whenever that money that you have in that bank, even though Twin said no way, but guess what? Twin is doing the two. Come on. The last time that I checked, Twin is doing the two. Twin, we need to have a conversation, right? My OG in the house. Twin. He's doing the two, and he said, no way. But that's what you signed up for. Whenever you said, I'm doing that. Whenever you have your money in the Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, you're saying that it's okay, bank. This money can be there, right? It's okay for you to double in 72 years. Now, you might think that, oh, you know what? But then my money is still there. At least I'm not losing my money. Let me explain it to you. You are losing money to inflation. It's guaranteed in the United States. The inflation rate is at 4.2% the last time that I checked it. You can check it right now what it is. 4.2%. What does that mean? Currency, always remember that currency is just a paper. Dollar is just a paper. Pound sterling, naira, yen, cedis, whatever is just a paper. That's why when they change the currency, that paper becomes valueless. It has no value. Now, think about it. This currency, it's when we talk about inflation, it's what value that you can get from that money. That's what is the value of a money. So if you take $100 and you go to, let's say you go to Sam's Club or you go to Costco or Walmart, what you were able to get last year to this year is going to be less than, you cannot get the same thing with that $100. It means that inflation is at 4.2%. It means that whatever you are going to get is going to be what, $96? Is it $95.80, right? That's what you're going to get. Now calculate that year in, year on, every single year. Calculate loss of 4.2% for these 72 years. I bet you are going to be at negative at that point. So let me bring it to perspective numbers. If you left $50,000 as of 2019, you left it in an account, right? Or you never touched it. Maybe you left it on your house. You never put it, you never invested, it did not grow. Today, adjusted to inflation, is what? $39,000. You've lost $11,000. $11,000. That is that's about 7 years. Now imagine you talking about 90 years. 72 years. It means that the money is zero. True talk. True talk. So whenever I tell you stop saving, or maybe you hear somebody like Call to Leap say, Steve Call to Leap, probably you know him, you need to check him out, he's great, right? He says, oh, stop saving your money. That's what it means. Or Nishimi saying, stop putting, or Alex on the border, or Humphrey saying, stop putting your money in, stop saving. This is what it means. They are not just saying, don't put your money in the bank account. And I hope you know that that money that you left in the bank, that you think is, you know that it's only 10% reserve that is there. The actual money, 90% of it has already been loaned, has been traded, and all of that. Only 10% is there as reserve. So Always remember that. So 72 years or 720 years if it's at 0.01, 0.10, 720 years. So stop saving. Otherwise, you are not even working at all. Now let's go to the CD. Remember, they are doing the same job, the same savings account. They are all nurses. But where this person put their money determines where they succeed, if they are going to succeed. Let's go to the next one. So 72, remember, we're talking about the rule of 72. How long it takes your money to double. The banks are making money with your money. Exactly. The banks are making money with your money. And that's one of the biggest problems, right? Always remember, wherever you put your money, think about it. Is this money growing or is it giving me cash flow? Is it giving me both? Is it growing? If it's not growing, then you are doing something wrong and you are not working towards financial freedom. You are not building wealth, meaning the money wealth, because there's money wealth, time wealth, peace wealth, health wealth, and social wealth, right? And we build all of that within this community. If you are new here, welcome in. Welcome in. We are talking on the path to financial freedom and also wealth building, okay? How to becoming if you want to build wealth. So click on that follow button. You'll be sitting there for more than 2 minutes. Now let's go to the next thing. All right. CD, rule of 72. 72 divided by the interest rate. There's the interest rate of 4% if you put it in an IE savings account. There's the interest rate of 3.8% return on on a CD based on the numbers you guys gave. Okay, guys, give me the calculation. 72 divided by 4 and 72 divided by 3.8. Who are the calculators in the house? Or where are the mathematicians? Put the numbers in the comment. Exactly. Yeah. Your credit card is at 20-something%, but then your savings account is at 0.01%. I'll call it daylight robbery. 18. Okay, thank you so much. 18 years. So 18 years is what it's going to take this money to double. How about the 3.8%? 72 divided by 3.8%. 72 divided by 3.8%. Let's all drop it in. If you are new here, click on that follow button. You're new here, click on that follow button. You'll be sitting there for more than 2 minutes. Click on the follow button, tap out the light. We're talking about the rule of 72. How long it takes your money to double, right? How long it takes your money to double. So if you leave it in a savings account, giving you 1%, it's going to take you 72 years, right? It takes you 72 years. If you put it 18.9%, thank you so much. 18.9%. So about 19 years, just 1 year. So if this one works for you, 72 years. So whenever I said you are on a bicycle, right? At least you are not, they are not, bicycle is way faster, right? Bicycle is way faster. 18 years, 19 years to get your 50,000 to become 100,000. If that's good for you, it's okay. If it's not, just drop it. What do you feel about that? What do you feel about this? What do you feel about this? Better, right? Or what do you think about this? No response. All right. Wait, that's when we now get the response, the energy is going to sap me. So I want to make sure it's moderate and fair. Okay, it's moderate and fair. All right. Who else? Who else? Who else wants to try? Who else wants to comment? It's just one person, guys. We have 106 people. Okay, let's reset the live. Can we all, if you'll be sitting here, please, you're doing us a disservice. Sitting here, not tapping out the live, not sharing out the live, not commenting, not clicking the follow button. No, that's not going to work. Okay, that's not going to work. You do all those things in a follow to follow and all those things that had no value to you. That doesn't build you anything. So please here, click on the follow button. Be waiting for 2 minutes. You'll be here for more than 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Tap out the live. Share out the live. Don't just, you are doing us a disservice. Otherwise, it's okay for you to scroll. Okay, it's okay. But really appreciate everyone And please, I need everyone to comment, but please, why 72 and no other number? All right. Now MD and Andy K, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. And if you are just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and it's still not okay. And of course, my day job is vice president of technology. I'm a professor. I teach AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm an economist, and I have my doctorate in strategy, business, and information management system. Even though with all of this one, I wasn't building wealth. Please, doctor, I'm also a doctor. That's great. Awesome. Hey, nice to meet you, doc. Yeah, click on that follow button. All right. I'm teaching finance here, not AI. If you want to come to one of the colleges where I teach, and then I can teach you, you need to enroll in that. That's all right. And I've been investing for close to 2 decades. Okay. And I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. All right. And I'm teaching you how to achieve to gain financial freedom. So if your goal is to become financially free, end the paycheck to paycheck cycle, getting to that $1 million status, becoming wealthy, right, through the right way. We are moderate risk investors. We are generational wealth builders, right? As a matter of fact, Google who Warren Buffett is, and look at this guy right here. That's what we do. Okay, that is what we do. Yeah. 2 decades. Yeah, I've been investing. I've been in corporate for almost 2 decades. Been working for almost 2 decades, and I've been investing since then. From all the way from Procter and Gamble with stock options. That's where I started from day one. So I've been investing for that long. Yeah, but that was stock option, not this one. I've also lost money and made money. All right. So 72 divided by 19 years, right? 19 years. What it's still decent, but it means that it's going to take you 20 years for 50,000 to become 400,000. So how long is it going to take you there? How long? I mean, it's still okay, but it can. What if I tell you that you can do it even in 5 years, in 7 years, right? 5 years, 7 years, that's what we're talking about. 3 years, right? Well, I mean, some people want to do it in one day. That's what I cannot guarantee that. 1 year, I cannot. 2 years, right? Maybe we are still depending on the kind of what you do, okay? Right? Remember, I said we are moderate risk investors, we're generational wealth builders. So it's more of time in the market versus time in the market. All right. Now let's go to the next number, the smart investor. Let's go to the smart investor. Next number 3 makes the money, gets at 50,000, and it says, I'm going to ride the car. There is a risk in the stock market. I'm going to invest, but there's a risk in the stock market. There's a risk in the real estate. There's the risk in businesses. So there's risk on my job because I can also get laid off tomorrow. I can get to a job tomorrow and I can swipe my card. It can stop not working. Okay. Just like Oracle laid off 30,000 people in one day. The same thing happened with, what's it called? Spirit Airlines, 17,000. Apple, Google, Microsoft. Okay. As a matter of fact, check with your people in technology. Maybe 7 out of 10 of them, they do not have a job. So yeah, because AI is, and it's not just technology, is raging across. So always remember, one stream of income is close to no stream of income. In all that you do, in all of this that we are saying, growth and cash flow, always remember that, right? It's even beyond whatever we're saying, okay? So there's the risk when it comes to the stock market, meaning that you could lose your money. However, what does the multimillionaire do? Oh, somebody asked the question, why number 72? I forgot. Why number 72? It is called something called the rule of 72. Sorry about that. It's something called the rule of 72. It's just like the law of physics. It's not me, right? Just right there. Go on Google and check it. What is the rule of 72? Okay, that's it. Now, let's go to the third scenario. Now, if this person decides to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to do my research. I'm going to invest moderately. I'm going to make sure I'm very clear on my goal. I'm going to diversify, and I'm going to ensure that I manage my risk, right? I'm going to do all of that based on what I initially thought, right? If he does that and looked at where does the multimillionaire, where do they put their money? Right here. Number 2, right here. Number 2, Dollar, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. You're most welcome, right? Can you see number 2 right there? Most wealth is tied up in diversified portfolio. Why? Such as mutual fund, ETF, and direct businesses. Why does it diversify into? Sisik, later, welcome in, right? Why do they diversify? The reason why is because when you put your money, right? You'd have probably heard variety is the spice of life, right? You probably heard of that. Also, let me ask you, if you have the option of picking fruits, they said, oh, you know what? Eat fruits for the rest of your life. You can either take all of the plenty fruits, right? Different varieties of fruits, or you just be eating strawberries every single day of the rest of your life. Which one would you pick? Which one? I guess you're going to pick the varieties. Just the same way. Think about it's just like instead of you putting your money inside one, you want to invest, you decide to buy, maybe you buy Google because it's a great company, right? Instead of you putting your money, right? Instead of putting your money in just one basket, it's inside one stock that has the potential of going down. Roland, latest millionaire in town. Welcome. You putting your money in one stock, whereby you can lose. The stock can go down, it can go up. Always remember something in the stock market. I'm not going to deceive you. The higher the risk, it's not even stock market in life. The higher the risk, the higher the return. The higher, because some people that play this safe, just the same way the people that went to study medicine, right? They do not play safe because they spent 12 years, right, to get that, to become a surgeon, to become a gynecologist. So also is their return, right? Not in all cases though. So also is their return, right? But somebody that's went, I said, you know what? I just want to spend, do an associate degree or whatever. You also get the same return. So the higher those people, someone in medicine that went to medical school and all of that, betted on their life, risk everything all to say that, you know what, 12 years, I can fail out at year 8, I can fail out at year 10, but they took the risk. Just the same way. In the stock market, the higher your risk, the higher your return. So if you put your money in a high risk play, the return may be higher. So also the fall can be drastic as well. Like to the point that you have $0 left. That's how bad it is, right? So what do? You play it like a moderate risk investor, right? An investor, you want to be in between. You are not high, you are not low. Low is this. Low is this. Medium, moderate is this. High risk is we are talking about options trading, whatever, all those kind of things. So you want to play it in between, right? Not exactly play it safe. Play it safe is you just leave it in the savings account, right? You leave it in this place. That's playing it safe. When you go into the stock market, you are not playing it. You are playing it moderate, okay? You are playing it moderate because you are still leaning off forward to risk, but at the same time, you're still managing it. Welcome in, everyone. If you're new and you've been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, you found value here, or you think you find value, click on that follow button. Click on that follow button. We're talking about the rule of 72, and we're telling you how to invest, save smartly. Smart investing, that's what we're teaching here, such that you put your money smartly and you don't lose your money, right? Why it's growing and it's giving you cash flow. So what does smart investing mean? If you've heard about ETF, playing safe, exactly, right? Think about it, right? Think about it. Instead of you buying a stock, right? And you would understand, remember I showed something. Where does the multimillionaire, where do they put their money, right? Bear with me. Where do they put their money? Can you see it right there? Diversification, such as mutual funds, ETF. ETF is exchange traded funds, and businesses. So let's leave it at mutual funds and exchange traded funds right there. You can see it's a fund. You did not see crypto here. You did not see individual stock here. This is on Google. I did not create this. So at times, you know, when somebody say, go and buy this stock, go and buy that, you need to pause. Who is telling you what? Who is telling? Because right now, it's not even me telling you this. It's the multimillionaire telling you, because this is the direction. There's no cryptocurrency here. I'm not saying crypto is bad. There's no IUL here. Okay? All right? It's not there. There's no, what's it called? MLM. All those things. You can't find it here. All right? You can find it right there. So what do they put it in the funds, like mutual funds, index funds, meaning what is, like, for instance, exchange traded funds. What is ETF? ETF is exchange traded fund, meaning if the fund that is traded on the stock exchange. Just like individual stock can be traded on the stock exchange, a fund can also be traded on a stock exchange. Okay? So, and what is a fund? A fund comprises of multiple stocks. What is stocks? Stock is a way, or shares is a way of you investing or be taking ownership of a company, having part ownership of a company. So ultimately, an ETF is basically a basket of several companies that you invested in, basically, or you own, you put your money in. That's what it is. So, Dr. Lina, why is this a better strategy? So why does the multimillionaire put their money using the strategies, or why? It's because of two things. One that my friend James said earlier. One is diversification, clearly written here. What does that mean? It means that if this stock, right, let's say Amazon, let me give this a illustration. Amazon is a good stock, right? Amazon is a good stock. You agree? Put yes in the comment if you agree that Amazon is a good company to invest in. Amazon is a good company to invest in. Drop it, put yes. If you do not agree, if you disagree, put I disagree. Yes, okay. Who else? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Right. If you are new here, welcome in. Click on that follow button. If you have been sitting here and you've not clicked on that follow button, do so. Welcome in. Welcome in. Very much agree. Exactly. Now, if ideally you would want, it's still good, but you will want to, and I picked that particular stock so that, because everybody knows it. Yeah. But, yes, but how do you invest in it, please? That's what we're talking about, my career now. You have to, yeah. But think about it. This Amazon, right? As beautiful and as great as it is as a company, right? Let's do this hypothetically. Let's assume Amazon owns, they have so many sectors, right? Retail is part of it, all of those supply chain and all of that is part of it. But so do they have lean latest millionaire in town. So they also have what is called the technology space, and it's called AWS. Okay, AWS. That's their, which is data center, where they store companies. It's more like the data center they have the data of so many companies, and the companies pay them. So all of the companies' data, their backup, their backup, right, is with AWS and so many other companies, right? Now, let's say for whatsoever reason there was a vulnerability. Sanjay Maxon, this is not about cryptocurrency, okay? This is not the right place, okay? Lynn, thank you so much for getting your daily at me. We don't, this life is more about something that it's about smart investing, not crypto. All right. So, you might just stick around. I would advise you to learn. All right. Stick around. Okay. Otherwise, maybe you are just more linked to a cryptocurrency, whatever. Right. Because these are solid investors. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So just imagine Amazon, for instance, right? Put, for instance, AWS, right? AWS. Thank you so much, James. AWS. Let's assume that for whatsoever reason, it has data of so many companies. There was a breach, meaning they hack into their system. Hypothetically, I did not say it's happening or it had happened, but it could happen because it happened with Canva, right? Let's say that it got breached, and because of that, it happened to Experian. Is it Experian, or which one happened? What's the other one that it happened to many years ago? If it got, there was a vulnerability and they got breached and all of that, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to people's data, privacy, health data? Think about data. What's it called? PII. And was that Enron? That wasn't Enron. Now, what's it called? What's it called? Experian, right? What's it called? Monster, latest millionaire in town. Experian now. What's it called? Yeah, credit is a credit. Whatever. Everybody knows the story because every one of us got $5 or $10 or whatever after the litigation, right? So let's assume that people's data, hospital data, people's chats, all those things, data privacy, and they put the hackers, they hacked them, and then they put the data on the dark web, and everybody can see everybody. You can see your ex-girlfriend Experian. No, is it Experian? Is Experian R whatever, whichever one. I think it was the other one. Anyway, you saw your ex that you hated so much. You now saw that the person has HIV, right, or whatever. Now you are doubting yourself. Okay, I'm just giving that, right? Let's put some boom boom right there, right? Let's put some. So, like, data was actually compromised, is available to everybody. And then what's going to happen? What's going to happen to Amazon, to AWS, which automatically impacts Amazon? What's going to happen? Just think about that scenario. You're a great teacher. Thank you so much. What's going to happen with that? What's going to happen? Guys, respond. Thank you so much. Let's assume with the scenario that I just described with Amazon, what's going to happen with Amazon stock? What is going to happen with Amazon stock? Just imagine the scenario that your medical record, you see it on somewhere on the internet. It's going to be volatile. Is it volatile? It's going to be plenty. Who else again wants to try? Guys, I want to make sure that we are awake. If you are just joining, welcome in. We're talking about parts of financial freedom, and we're talking about investing right now. Where you put your money can build you wealth, or can make you lose money. Guys, are we even following? I want to make sure. Are we following? Let's assume there is a data breach, a major data breach on Amazon or Amazon website, AWS. What is going to happen to the company? What are you going to do if you see your data you just see your data, right? Even your private data, if you see it online, you just see it circulate. And it's as a result of Amazon. I just want to make sure that that's the way we teach here, ma'am. That's the way we teach here. I want to make sure, I guess you are new. Click on that follow button so that you can already understand what we are teaching here. Right? Otherwise, you have to. It seems that you guys do not understand what I'm talking about. You can sue. All right? You can sue. And when you sue, the stock is going to crash. Thank you so much, James. When there is a litigation, right? People will sue, companies will sue, And guess what? The stock is going to go down. That's it. The stock is going to go down. Thank you for everyone that responded. Yeah. The stock, it is experience. The credit we get, our credit, so experience. Yeah, experience. Thank you. That's what I was. Thank you so much. Fearfully ready. Experience. Exactly. I was correct. Right? The stock is going to go down as. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. So the stock is going to go down. And when the stock goes down, what's going to happen? As big as Amazon is, it means that your money is going to also go down and you lose money. Remember, you have already bought it. So it goes down. Remember, when the price goes down, you also lose money. Now, what's a better strategy? A better strategy would be you manage your risk. How do you manage your risk? You have, this is Amazon, but you also have, maybe you also have Apple in there. You have Nvidia, but then you have Coca-Cola as well. You have Procter & Gamble. You have Bank of America. You have all of these solid companies in there. Even if Amazon goes down, this is Amazon alone. This is Amazon with so many other companies. Amazon alone, Amazon with so many other companies. Which one? This is scenario 1, scenario 2. Which one, where do you have a higher chance of losing money? Scenario 1 or scenario 2? Williams, latest millionaire in town. Scenario 1, this is situation 1, situation 2. You have $10,000. That's all the money that you have. And you just said, okay, this is my retirement money. You put it in Amazon. Which one is going to, your chances of losing money are higher? When you just put it in Amazon, considering the scenario that what I just talked about, and you put it in as in insiders with some other companies. Which one? Scenario 1. Who else? Who disagrees? All right, because it's only James is the only one responding. Are we humans here? 147 people are here. Are we humans? If you're human, please drop even if it's 2, drop it. It's only James and Twin, okay, that are responding. And I just need to know. That's how I want to make sure. And if you do not understand, just say, I do not understand. I'm human, okay? All right? Scenario 1, all right? So your chances of losing money. Remember, here is about risk management. That's what we talk about. We are moderate risk investors. The focus is, I'm also here, awesome, right? The focus is for us to build our money over time, right? Time in the market versus timing the market, right? Time in the market versus timing the market. We are not traders, okay? We are not traders. We are investors. Remember, there are 4 categories of people in the stock market. We have the gamblers, right? Those that are doing options trading, right? They are betting that the stock is going to go up and they bet against that. It's going to go down or it's going to trade sideways and they are going to decay. That's how I lost $99,000, right? And the second ones are the speculators. They do not do their research. They don't know why they are buying SpaceX, but they just feel, oh, it's going to go to the moon, right? Then there's number 3, okay? Who are the traders, okay? The traders is their full-time job, okay? They have multiple screens. They buy low, they sell high. That is not you. They sell they buy this minute, they sell the next minute. That is another group of people, right? That is not what we have here, okay? Here we are investors, okay? Because you're putting your money and of course you're managing it and you're focusing your goal is all right, your goal is to ensure that you are investing the right way. Time in the market versus timing the market. Okay? Time in the market versus time in the market. So here is not for traders. Here, because you also have things that is around, what's it called? You create a tax event whenever you do all those short-term trades. So that's why I always say you need to determine your goals. What is your goal? Are you a trader or you are an investor? Here, I'm teaching you become an investor, because it's remember what we are teaching you: compound interest. That's what we are teaching you. Time in the market versus time in the market. Okay, right? I want to buy low and sell high. We are not doing that. Okay, so we are investing in multiple companies at the same time, right? So that's what you want to do: invest in multiple companies. And what does that do? Whenever you place a singular transaction, really, you are buying one ETF, you could buy up to like 500 stocks. You can buy the entire US stock market. You can buy the entire Canadian stock market. You can buy the entire global market. Right? That's what's that called? I've forgotten you can buy the entire global market. You can buy the international market, meaning that you're managing your risk. Okay, you're managing, and you do? You allow it a better interest rate or return on investment, and at the same time, one is a better return on investment. Secondly, is that better return on investment, and you are allowing time to do the heavy lifting for you. Through that process is what you build generational wealth. Any question? And I'm going to show you the scenario. So I know the next question is that which one should I buy? But let's look at the scenario first. Let's look at this one. NOS, investing in ETF. Now that we know what ETF is, an example of ETF is an S&P 500. An S&P 500, I mean, you probably have heard that. And by the way, it doesn't have to be the United States, by the way. Miss M, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. And if you are new here, you'll be sitting here for more than 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you haven't clicked on that follow button, you are doing us a disservice, okay? Right? Because the only thing the algorithm understands is when you click that follow button, tap out the live, share out the live, that's when you know that you found value. But you just sitting here, right? You're just doing us. So I played with you, all right? To click on that follow button right now, okay? But otherwise, it's okay for you to scroll if you think that it's not something of value. But if you think it's value, click on the follow button, tap out the live, share out the live. All right. Thank you so much, James. Right. Follow and tap out. Yeah, that's it. That's what we do here. Right. Because we are adding value. But if you think it's not value, it's okay for you to also scroll. All right. It's not, we value your time. We love you enough to let you go as well. But if you're going to be sitting here, please, 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 don't do us a disservice, because you are telling the algorithm that, oh, you know what? Either I'm a BOT, I'm not finding this interesting, but then you already have a full note, right? It's the other way around. So click on the follow button. Otherwise, it's okay for you to also scroll, all right? No hard feelings, okay? Yeah, I know. Grace, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. You can't get this in school. As a matter of fact, they did not teach us this in school. That's why people like me, Call to Leap, people like, what's this person again? Nietzsche, me, Humphrey, all of those people. That's why you see a lot of people teaching on this personal finance, because there's a huge gap. There's a huge knowledge gap, right? Because anyway, I'm going to show you very, very soon on the, what if I tell you that how easy with $3 a day, you can become a millionaire. $3 a day. Just do it consistently and you become a millionaire. But you just need to start early. And you'll be like, what? How come I did not know? That's it. But if they tell you, would you be doing that job? No. So let's go to this scenario here. Let's see how many years this smart nurse is going to take this smart nurse to double his money. This smart nurse that is here, how long is it going to take his money to come from how many years? 50,000 to becoming 100,000. So let's assume that he puts it in an S&P 500. And by the way, like I said, you can invest in an S&P 500 or any other ETF, right? Any other ETF. That is great. That's great at the age of 24. The earlier you start. That's about when I started as well. That is when I started as well. I will not face haircuts. What is that? Will I not? I'm not sure what you're talking about, right? Is it my short hair that is the issue? All right. So S&P 500, S&P 500 is basket of companies, top 500 companies in the United States. And pause before you say, "Oh, this is about the United States." It's not about United States. Lens and Zozo, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. And you understand, by the time we are done, you understand why I call them millionaires. Because you see the difference right now, right? You will see the difference and where that millionaire is coming from. Because it's not in what you're even thinking at all. So S&P 500, you can invest in the whatever. You can invest in the all the you can invest in what's it called? Your own country's ETF. It doesn't have to be the United States. And you can invest if you think that, oh, it's the one for United States that you want, because this is very popular. This is pretty popular. Very, very popular. It's one of the leading ETF, as a matter of fact, one of them, right? Because of the balance of the risk based on the data in the past 10 years, 30 years, and all of that, 40 years, he has the data, right? It mimics the index. So it mimics the index. Aside the fact that it's an ETF, it's already a lemon, latest millionaire in town. Aside that it's an index, okay? Aside the fact that it's an ETF, there's an index that is properly managed that the US actually checks up, that they maintain, they track, right? There is a track record, just like NASDAQ 100. So it's managed by the government, meaning that these are top 500 companies, the pillars of the United States economy. That's what that is. Top 500 companies, solid companies. So this is what you are investing in. It can't get better. You can invest in the entire US stock market. You can invest in your local whatever. So it's and this is not, when we say top 500 companies, it means that at point in time, people always miss this. At point in time, it means that you can be there this quarter, next quarter you are no longer there if you do not meet the criteria, meaning your profit and loss statement, your balance, your asset and liability, whatever, your balance sheet and all of that, your litigation, all those things, cash flow, everything needs to check out. JB, latest millionaire in town. All of that needs to be checked in, and it's compared with some other 500. So you can be 500 now, and if you drop to 501, you can't get in. That's why SpaceX could not get into this fund. It got in NASDAQ 100, but was unable to get to S&P 500 because it is very, very, very regulated. NASDAQ 100 is also regulated, but this is top 500 companies. So we're talking about companies. What companies do we have there? Microsoft, Google, NVIDIA, Apple, Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, Bank of America, Chevron, all of those big, solid companies. Meta is there as well. So, and it's diversified, like Netflix is there. So all of the different industry. So let's assume something is ravaging the technology industry as of today, right? Like it happened 2 weeks ago where there was an AI scare, right? And the AI, whatever, it reduced everything. I mean, there was a downturn on all of the technology. It impacted NASDAQ 100 was highly volatile. I mean, it is highly volatile. That's why I always say whenever there is risk, the return is higher, so is the risk as well. But this is a pretty much growth, stable, whatever. I'm not saying you should, I'm just using it and that's why it's very, very popular. So that's one thing. Number two thing about it has data. Data about it is that in the past 10 years, it's returned between 14 to 15%. You can check Google. What has S&P 500 returned in the past 10 years? Averagely, put averagely there. It will tell you. So it's going to be a range. So when you see one number, that's not it. Then you need to look at average. So a range, 14 to 15%. In the past 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, go on Google as well. Check what has S&P 500 done or returned averagely in the past this period. It has done between 8 to 12%. So it can give me a lot of confidence, right? Remember when I started the teaching, I said, do your research. What is it aligned based on your research? Is it aligned with your goals? Your goal is that I want to invest for another 10 years because you are moderate risk investors, you are generational wealth builders, you are long-term investors, right? That's what we do in this community. Because why? Let me quickly show you. Why do I know? If you look at it, if you continue reading what you have right here, where does the multimillionaire put their money, right? Most wealth is tied in diversified portfolio. We talked about the ETF, right? Such as mutual fund, ETF, and direct business investment. Remember, we have that there. And look at the other part, to maximize long-term growth. Did you see short-term growth here? Did you see trading here? Long-term. So your goal, if you are all locked into this community, which is the $1 Million League, you are locked in and you want to follow the principle, right? All of the things that we are teaching here, then you want to follow what the multimillionaire, this is what we follow. So long-term, meaning that when I'm talking about long-term, 9 months is not long-term. Within 1 year is not long-term. Think about 5 years, 10 years, the longer it is, the more compound interest does the job for you. So it means that you have the data for 10 years. So it actually suits my goal, right? Long-term. I have it for 10 years, 14 to 15% for the past 10 years. Last year, I returned 18%. I cannot use 18% number because I am not a short-term trader. I'm not doing 1 year. So I will use 10 years, which is 14 to 15%. If I want to look way longer, I want to do 30, 40, 50 years, then I can do 8 to 12%. All right. So you see that right now, what I've just taught you is all the things I told you, consistency. Okay. Number two, consistency, meaning dollar cost average. You are putting the same money every single month, every single paycheck, paying yourself first. I've also taught you research. Now you know that you need to check the past data, right? Because you don't have the data for the future. You have the data for the past, and that can help you to determine what the future can hold, would be like, right? The other thing that I also mentioned is in terms of your research and your goals, is it aligned with your goals? So go back to what I said earlier initially, right? Whenever you are investing, those are the things that you're going to be telling yourself. Now, S&P 500 has done 14 to 15%, 8 to 12%. So as a moderate risk investor, we're going to use 14.5, and we're going to use NOS to calculate NOS's number. We're going to use 10%, right? So 72 divided by 10 and 72 divided by 14.5, which is the in between what S&P 500 has returned. And we're just using S&P 500 as an example, as an illustration to prove if you put your money and manage it, the moderate risk and all of that, using the smart investing strategy, not doing get rich quick scheme, not doing 45% interest and all of that, or 45 whatever. You're just doing it basic like this, right? Simple, as like I said, not complex. It is not complex, right? What is your return? How many years is it going to take this 50,000 to double? 72 divided by 10. Rule of 72. Remember, 72 divided by the return. 7.2 years. Thank you so much, Twin. 7.2 years. And then 72 divided by 14.5. Let's assume S&P 500, what S&P 500 did, and please go on Google and check it. I always say that trust, but always verify. There's so many BS on the social media space. Always don't, is your money at the end of the day. It's not their money. It's not my money. Okay? It's not my money. It's your money. So whatever thing I'm saying right now, go there. What as S&P 500 ETF, like a VOO, SPY, IVV, what has it returned average in the past 10 years? What has it returned average in the past 30, 40 years? And just put in the comment, Dr. Lina, you are lying because it's public data. Dr. Lina, you are hustle. Thank you. Thank you. Let's keep tapping now. Let's get it to 50,000. Thank you all. And let's remember to get a daily admin. If you are new, click on that follow button. Yeah. If you're new, click on the follow button. We're going to continue with real estate tomorrow. I think we're going to draw the curtain on ETF today. Hopefully we can finish it up today. I want us to finish up today. So 72 divided by 14.5. Let's keep tapping out the live. If you have been sitting here for more than 2 minutes, click on that follow button. You've been here 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Come on. Right? I mean, the follow will not do anything. You get more things. Your life will be better with this. Your life will be better because I wish your teacher taught you this in school. Your teachers, right? I wish you learned it in medical school. Trust me, your life will be better than what it is. You would have ended the paycheck to paycheck cycle. You should actually go back to school and collect your money back. Collect some of it for not teaching you how to invest. 72 divided by 14.5, guys. 72 divided by 14.5, guys. We have 126 people, 127 people here, right? Come on. Let's stop out. Are we sleeping already? I'm the one teaching. This is 11:32. Okay, should we end the live? Should we end it here? 5.1. Thank you so much. It's just Twin that is responding, right? I need others to respond. Should we end the live here? Should we end it? Are we tired? Are we tired? Because whatever energy you give, that's what propels my own energy. I've had a very long day. Not yet. Then respond. Respond. Okay, so respond. 72 divided by 14.5 is the question. Between February and now, one of my portfolio did 10%. See? Between one of your portfolio, what did you put it in? What did you put it in, Lance? What did you do? Yeah. No, okay. Yeah. So let's keep tapping out the life. What did you put it in? I know S&P 500 has done well. It is done well, especially if you bought it at match. Mixed funds, exactly. That's it. That's what we're talking about. It has done well. It has done well. 5 years. So let's continue. Let's finish this. So look at 5 years. 5 years. So let's do the calculation. 5 years, 7 years. So it means that he puts $50,000. That's what she puts in. As this nurse, right? Smart investing. Let's see how you build wealth. 50,000 after 5 years, right? Thinking about, I will link forward to the 5 years because this is what S&P 500 did in the past 10 years, more than 30, 40, 50 years. In the past 10 years, would you agree with me? Question. Would you agree with me that if S&P, if an investment did 10%, I mean, it did 14 to 15% from between 2016 to 2026, like right now, the chances of doing that or close to that or even higher or a little bit lower than that from between 2026 to 2036, the chances are high. Do you agree? Do you agree? Or would you have said, oh, it's more of like a 10%? Would you agree? Because if you did averagely in the past 10 years, I'm also calibrating my thinking. I'm calibrating my thoughts. Yes, right? Yes. Regimes are different. It might not. Well, now you are bringing politics to it. But guess what? The regime that you just talked about, KM, the regime that you just talked about, it might be, as a matter of fact, if we are talking about regime, I agree with you. But if we are talking about the regime in the United States, as a matter of fact, then it should be higher. Okay? As a matter of fact, it should be higher because the regime right now is pushing that thing. It's more, right now is at all-time high. Within this period, right, S&P 500, I mean, the VO that I bought, within this period, I started buying maybe 7 or whatever years ago, right? I bought it at $200. Go and check what it is today. Over $700. Is at all-time high. This regime wants to make money. So if you are looking at this regime, you should be looking at 18%. But I can't use regime. I can, as a matter of fact, whenever I'm investing, I don't use events. I don't use all those kind of things. I try to, because events, yeah, economical regime, exactly. So it should be higher. So we are talking about the future. So the future should actually be higher. Okay? Awesome. But great perspective there. Great perspective there, KM. Great perspective. Right, click on that follow button, okay? Great perspective. Awesome. And if you are new here, click on that follow button. Be sitting here. Welcome in. Click on the follow button. It should actually be higher. That's what I mean. If you are looking at regime and we put all of those things into it, right? These ones, this one we should be looking at 20-something%. Oh, I'm serious. Like, yeah. Because I bought VOO at 200 and I started buying at 238 or 278. Today is 707 the last time I checked. 707. The same S&P 500. 707. Yeah. Thank you so much. Right? So, yes, he said it should go up. Okay. He said it should go up. Okay. Thank you so much. But trust me, I know it because remember, I'm an economist as well. 700. Yes. I'm an economist, so I put economics into my investing perspective. I started buying at 500. That's great. Yeah, I started buying at 200 and something. Very nice return, exactly. But see, guess what? I am still buying right now. 700. I am still buying. That's investors for you. I'm still buying. Godly latest millionaire in town. I'm still buying. Even at 700, I'm still buying like a clockwork because I'm still working. I am still buying. That's the difference between invest because now it's 700. Trust me, in another maybe 5 years, somebody will, oh my goodness, now it's 1500. Every year it makes nothing. Now it's 15. You bought yesterday. That's great. But don't be buying. Olenga, don't buy yesterday. Okay? When did your paycheck come to this plan since this is my plan since childhood? Perfect. Right? Don't buy yesterday. Buy every time you are paid. Buy every time that you are paid, right? Pay yourself like you're paying taxes, right? And we're going to be talking about that because the consistency, I hope it doesn't drop. You're still thinking like that's where you're missing it. It's going to drop. I will tell you, it's going to drop. It's going to drop. But when it drops, what do? You buy. That's it. I'm telling you because just going to manage your expectations. You see, you are an investor. You are not a trader. You're still thinking like a trader. A trader is the one that will say, buy low, sell high. If you know what you're buying, we're talking about Amazon, Google, Netflix, all the solid companies are there, right? That's what it is. See, if I had this mindset, this is the mindset. Buy what, please? We're talking S&P 500, investing in ETF. That's what we're talking about, right? If the mindset, trust me, when I bought it, when I was buying at 285, right? There were days when it went down to 250. It went back to 230. I was still buying. It came up to 300 and something. I bought. It got to 400. I bought. It came down again. I bought. So I am buying like a clockwork. That is investor. Whenever you think about it the other way, that is what they call us dumb money. I have 6 units and of VAST. It's been 1 month. What's that? 6 units of VAST. It's been 1 month. I'm not sure what you mean, right? So that's it. So the thing about it now, let's look at this person. So let me now give you perspective instead of you focusing on the number. If you are new here, welcome in. Click on that follow button. We'll soon be wrapping up with the live. Oh, and Australia ETF. That's amazing. Make sure I want to believe that you did your research. You did your research before buying that, but I'm so proud of you. Well done. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Can you see this is Australia ETF? This is not a US ETF. So ETF is global. It is not. It is just about what is inside of it, right? Leader, tell us what is inside of it and who manages it. Those are the 2 things you need to know. That's Australian. I don't even know what it is. Okay? I don't know what it is. She's the one telling us. So now, My friend, those Olenga, all right? You now see, let's assume that it goes down. Let me show you the perspective that it is right now. It goes down. Remember, it's average of 10 years. It's not every year in. So there's a year is 32%, there's a year is 5%, there's a year it's average. But if you hold it for that 10 years, that's when you get this average return. So let's do this. It doubles every 5 years because 14%, that's what is done. Let's assume that at 2016, Nurse I put the money at 2016. It doubles every year, right? I mean, every 5 years. That our money, do you want to know what our money would be right now? Later Cook, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. What is that money right now? It doubles every 5 years. 50,000 every 5 years. 10 years, right? 2016 till now. 50,000 would have doubled by 2016, 2021. Okay, 2021. It would have become $100,000. This is 2026. That 100,000 would have also doubled because that's the new baseline. It would have also doubled to $200,000. 10 years. This would have been 10 years, 200,000. All ours was 50,000. Now it's 200,000 in 10 years. Look at this person, nurse CD and nurse treasury and nurse IE service account, aka my friend Twin, that put the money in IE service account and CD. Okay, I can use Twin because I know he's not going to be upset. He's an OG here. This money would have still remained what? It would have still remained at $50,000. That's it. Because it's going to take 18 years, 19 years as per rule of 72. Meanwhile, Nurse here would have doubled his money, right? 2 times, 3 times, or twice. Normally, we think that, okay, it's 50,000. It's not addition. Compound interest is multiplication. It's, how do I put it? Because it's 50,000 becomes 100,000. That 100,000 is a new baseline because a lot of people always miss that. It's not like 50 plus 50 because that's the question somebody will ask. 50 plus 50 plus 50 is 150. No. Year 2026 to year 2016 to year 2021. That is 50,000 times 2, right? That's it. 50,000 times 2, that is 100. By 100 is the new money that is available as capital to invest, right? If she still leaves it there because she's a long-term investor or lender, now you get it. This is what you should focus. This is where the money is made. Capital plus interest growth. Exactly. Common sense. Common sense is not that common. It's not all of us that are very into investment savvy. Richie, latest millionaire in town. Now you get it. Instead of you saying, oh, when it goes down, focus on, see, we will be here. I will be here. Nobody is going anywhere. You will run to me in one store. By that time, you're already a millionaire. And you're like, Dr. Lina. I'm Olenga, right? You're Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Maybe I'm in a seminar or something, talking in front of World Bank, whatever, okay? As a consultant, right? That's the only of my life goals that I've not achieved. Everything else I've already achieved. Every other one, check. Every other one, except the fact that become a consultant or work in World Bank. That's the only thing left. So I'm prophesying to God right now. I'm saying, okay, maybe I'm giving a speech in front of World Bank, right? As a consultant, teaching others. Amen. It's happening very soon. Amen. Okay. I'm working towards it. Right? Yeah. In another 10 years, right? And guess what? Olenga comes and says, Dr. Lina, do you know what this thing is right now? Do you know what VOO is? You told me then. She's now a millionaire as well, or multi-millionaire. Oh, I put so much money there. And guess what? Now, VOO is now 1,000, is now 1,300, 1,500 or whatever that time. Because that's how long it takes. I mean, less than 10 years was what it takes for it to be 200 to 700 that I got. That's it. And guess what? And then remember, oh, you know what? It was because of $5 that I was saying. What if it goes down? He said it would go down. And you made me more fearful. That's the reality. I don't lie. I tell you as it is. Right? It's not my money at the end of the day. And you are not paying me for this. So shall it be. Amen. 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 Yeah. I'm Jesus' baby, so I don't take it lightly. There's power of life and death. The power of life and death is in the tongue, and I've just said it here. So it is. It is. Watch out. Watch out for the space, because all of you are witnesses now when it happens, and you're like, oh, she said it. Okay, she said it. She said it. Now she's right there. Okay. All right. Right. So awesome. Okay. So somebody asked the question. 5 years back to learn back then. Use 5 years back to learn back then. I'm not sure. Lance MS. Are you guys talking to yourself? Did I miss something? I had to do a lot of research every day to learn about stock market. Okay. All right. So that's it. That's it. So you can either choose 72 years to double your money. This is the rule of 72. Rule of 72 tells you how long it takes your money to double. So if you've ever wondered how many years, months, days, and weeks, if I have this money, how long is it going to take to double? So think about how to want that, okay? Just open an account, open an investment account, and start buying ETFs in it. It's simple. It's not complex. Simple, not complex. I know the rule well. That's great. That's great. It's on Google. So this is it. You want to become financially free, you can decide to ride on a snail, a very giant snail, and it will be moving. That is, you put it in a bank account. You are saving your money. Trust me, I was there. Even as an economist, a chartered accountant with all my education, vice president, a normal account, investment account. Investment account. Right? Investment account. Go and click on the follow button. Click on that follow button. Right? Click on the follow button. Emoji, latest millionaire in town. If you are just joining us, click on that follow button. We are going to be wrapping up with the live shortly. You want to come back tomorrow. Tomorrow, we'll wrap up with the ETF. And of course, we're going to start with one thing, right? Remember, I talked about the car, and then we talked about Ferrari, right? Right? We'll talk about the car, and we talked about Ferrari. Right? Lance MS, you know the reason why I said what I said is because you can provide that information. I've just said it. I said open an investment account, right? But then it has to be somebody that is ready to actually learn one or two things. Because you tell her now, right? She's not even click on the follow button. All right? Shiny flower, latest millionaire on time. Right? There's way more to it. She will still execute. It starts with you even like the basic things, okay? The basic things. All right, I'm sure maybe she. All right. So we will start with basic. I mean, tomorrow we will talk about real estate. We talked about Ferrari earlier. All right. We talked about Lamborghini, right? I'm not saying we are buying Lambo before you said. But this is somebody that is driving a car. Somebody that wants to do speed car. You want to put all of this. Because, and I'm going to show it to you. And in short, as a matter of fact, since we're already doing numbers, I will show it to you. So click on the follow button if you are just joining. And join us tomorrow, okay? Because we are wrapping up. I know a lot of people will tell us, okay. So Faith, just click on that follow button. So let's quickly help us. So you need to open a brokerage account, okay? Brokerage account is not a bank account. Brokerage investment account in your country, all right? And then you will start buying ETF, all right? And I'll show you some of the videos. As a matter of fact, head over to the YouTube channel. Let me put it right here. Money Talk with Dr. Lina. And I'm going to show you, once you subscribe, Go there, everyone, you go there. So once you subscribe, put done, and I can point you in the direction of the video that's going to help you. Let me quickly show that so that I don't want to drag the live today, so people can be doing that while we are. So go there and subscribe. Uh, So that's the name. If only I'm able to open it up. So you can just go there and check. So as a matter of fact, I stream on both platforms at the same time. So you would see, you can see I'm streaming right now. I have people in there. How are you, my YouTube community? So good to have each and every one of you. Yeah, make sure you click on that subscribe button. So right here, you can see these are videos. And very, very soon, I would also be releasing all of my I've been releasing what's it called all this recording, because I'm streaming there as well, so the recording of the live would also be there, right? That's one of the things. So if you miss the financial freedom drive in July, you will find it there. If you miss the financial, we'll be because it's all been private all along, so we'll be releasing close to like 100 to 200 videos. So financial freedom challenge, if you missed it in July, financial freedom drive, where I was showing up twice a day, helping as many people, right? You'll find it there. We'll start releasing that shortly. It's all be private all along. And if you also meet the monthly, what's a water one, the mid-year money reset, you would find it there as well, because we're going to be releasing, we're doing batches. YT suddenly all of a sudden says, oh, you need 4,000 watch hours and all of those things. So for all of you people, all the people that are on the YT side, that maybe you are building your channel, please take note of that the whatever is changing, the requirements and all of that is changing. So yeah, so if you have, once you're done, put subscribe. Once you subscribe, put done in the comment, put done. Then I'll point you in the direction of how to go about it, right? These are videos. This is the only platform I have a different type of video. Okay, that's why I always talk about that. So and if you're new here, click on the follow button, join us later. Trials over youth, EC and Steffrey and Ogolo, latest millionaire in town. Of course, Lance, I know you did. And how are you finding it? I hope you love it already. Okay, I hope you're watching it. Don't just subscribe, make sure you're using it. Okay, make sure you're using it. Yeah. So so go there and subscribe. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. And as a matter of fact, please take note that Dr. Lina, this account is the only account that I have. I do not have any other account. If somebody comes into your inbox, if somebody follows you, that's and looks like Money Talk with Dr. Lina, that's not Dr. Lina. All right. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Okay. So take note of that. I recommend it people also. Yeah, those on YouTube. Thank you so much. Make sure you share the live as well, and also click on the subscribe button if you have not done so. And on the I'm also, by the way, I'm also on the TikTok side. So make sure you go to my TikTok. On IG as well, I'm there. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. You can't miss it. The same picture, the same name. The same picture, the same name. So click on the follow button if you have not done so. And if you found value today, drop one in the comment. You found value. The goal, what we're teaching today was the path to financial freedom and your journey to building wealth. Whenever we are talking about wealth, it's money wealth, peace wealth, time wealth, and health wealth. And today we taught you how to invest. We talked about the rule of 72. How long it will, the rule that shows you exactly how long it takes your money to double. How many years it takes your money to double. So maybe you are in a bar, you want to do a quick calculation, right? Back of napkin calculation. You don't have a compound interest calculator, right? Then you use the rule of 72. Take number 72, divide it by the interest rate or rate of return, whatever years that it gives you, that's what it is. And I did not create it. It is, you can find it online, you can Google it. It's pretty popular. There are so many rules. Where are you? So it's right here. Rule of 72. Learn how to double your money with compound interest. Right? Awesome. Lastly, let me just, so it's almost the same thing as this. It's almost the same thing as this. Can you see this? This is compound interest calculator. That's the manual one. This is the calculator itself. Remember, rule of 72, manual. This is the calculator. Okay? This is the calculator. So let's do a quick thing. Remember, I said the time in the market always beats time in the market. So let's look at, let's say when you were in college, right? Or when you graduated from college, maybe at the age of 20, you start working at the age of 20, and you start putting $100 every single month, right? That is $3 a day. So the money for your coffee or something, right? You put $100 every single month. All right? And you put it in your Roth IRA, right? In a retirement account, right? Or pension account, whatever it is in your country, right? In the United States, it's the retirement. I mean, specifically in the United States, I'm talking about Roth because it's a tax advantaged account. And you can max it out to $7,500 every single year. It's tax advantage, tax when you put the money in, but when you take it out, it grows tax free. And when you take it out, guess what? You don't pay any tax. Just like this person, if she had put $50,000 and it became $200,000, because the tax has already been on $50,000, she would not pay taxes on the remaining $150,000 that she made. No capital gain taxes. So that you want to make sure that you have such account, tax advantage account. In Canada, it is called the TFSA. Yes, you're right. And I think in the UK, maybe ISA, but just check what it is in your country. What is, those kind of account, but there's a limit to what you can put in there, right? And also there's a cap. It's so good. The account is so good that government said you cannot put more than $7,500. $625 every single month. That's all you can put in there, the max in a year. That's what you can put in there. It's also so good to the point that they said, okay, people with high income, any income above 150,000, okay, any income above 150,000, what is it called? Roth IRA. Roth is your retirement account. Roth IRA. R-O-T, Roth, R-O-T-H, Roth IRA, Roth IRA. All right, that's what it is. So there's an H in front of it, Roth, right? IB Love, latest millionaire in town. If you are just joining us, we are wrapping up with the live. Join us tomorrow. We're going to continue tomorrow, and then we're going to start real estate as well. We're going to continue. We'll max out. We finish or wrap up ETF and start with real estate. Wait. If you are shocked, because you will be shocked at this number. If you are shocked with this, then when it comes to real estate, let's see how shocked you are with real estate, right? So $100. Let's say you put $100. You put it from the age in your Roth IRA from the age of 20, right? And you leave it. S&P 500 has jumped 14 to 15%. So if you leave it at 14%, right? And then it compounds annually, and you leave it till retirement, because Roth, you can only access it after 59 and a half. So let's say you have it to age 60, right? To age 60, because now you can claim a coin, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Let's say you have it to age 60, so you have it for 40 years. Or let's do the max, 45, retirement. That's where you take it, right? Because it's just $100. It's $3 a day. Let's see how much you're going to get at retirement. Who is ready to see how much is going to get at retirement? If you are ready, put I'm ready. I'm interested in real estate. What time are you? I'm here 8:30, but what I recommend, go on my YouTube channel, Money Talk with Dr. Lina, set on notification bell, because I stream on both devices, so you are notified, because at times I join late, okay, depending on my schedule. Okay, you are ready. Who is ready? Ready. Calculate. 3 million. 3 million, over 3 million is what you get at retirement. So you can conveniently, with $3 a day, $3 a day, consistently do it. Just say, okay, you know what, $3 a day is, $3 a day is nothing. $3 a day, right? If you look at it, guess how much you put in there? Guess how much you put in there? $54,000. 54, to tell you how minute, how nothing it is. $54 is what you, 54,000 is what you put there. 45 years. Like, I'm just saying that you just do $100 from the age of 20. Like, from the age of 20, and just say, okay, I'm not maxing out my Roth IRA. I'm just putting $3 a day. $3 a day, I'm just doing consistently, like a piggy bank. Every single, I calculate it $100 every month, $100. I do it from the age of 20, and I leave it till my retirement. You're going to have 3.1 million. So tell me, there's nobody that should not be a millionaire, is what I'm saying. Because even the minimum wage an hour is $10. So let's say you take $3. You can't even buy a cup of coffee for $3 these days. Right? You can't buy a cup of coffee. I was buying, what's it called? The chips. The chips from Chipotle, right? Chips from that bag of chips is $2.95. The chips, even if you want to buy queso, or you want to buy, guacamole, that thing is $3 something. Just take that. Like, the thing is like this. If you use that money, automatically, that is $1 million. 3-point-something million. If let's say you do half of that, meaning $1.50. $1, let's even go further down. $1.50. Now, Dr. Lina is now getting. So there's no reason. I don't have money. I do not even have money at all. I'm not even working. $50. You're still at 1.5 million. Foodies will not relate. You still at, how much did you put in there? 27,000. But what is doing the heavy lifting? The interest. Can you see? Even nothing happened till 20, after year 20. Remember, I said something. Your chances of losing money minimizes after 20 years. Can you see what happened at 20? A lot of times, all these things seems like, 45 years, that's a long time. Long time. But it's not long for you to work from age 20, clocking in every day, 9 to 5. It's not long every day, clocking in, waking up to the job that you don't love, but you have to go there to pay bills for 45 years. Question. Because I know a lot of people are not excited because 45 years is a long time. Until you realize that COVID-19 is already 7 years already, 7 years old. You can work for 45 years, but when it comes to investing for 45 years, it sounds like a long time. $1.50, 1-point-something million. So who has the excuse? So I went with the barest minimum. Who has the excuse? Let's even do $1 a day. That's going to be $30, right? $1 a day. That's $30. Even at $1 a day, see? $9.43. You are just investing $30 consistently. I don't have money. $30 consistently. Remember, I said even with $1, you can start investing. So you don't have an excuse. Now let's go to, you now max out your Roth IRA. Who wants to give numbers? Who wants to know numbers? I'm wrapping up with the live now. So if you are just join us another day. Click on the follow button, turn on notification bell. We're done with the live. So if you want your specific number, drop it in the comment, right? If there's a number that you want us to quickly calculate, right? And the question is, which How do I go about it? I'm going to show you exactly how. So click on that follow button, go on the YouTube channel, subscribe, and I'm going to point you on the direction of the videos that you need to watch that's going to help you. But I will also tell you what exactly. Oxy, latest millionaire in town. So if you are just joining, we are done with the live. If there's a particular number that you want us to run, put it in the comment. Success is built on effort, not talent alone. It's in the days I'm tired. Hi, my YouTube people. How are you? The magic is in presence. Let's get your daily at me. If you have not gotten your daily at me, claim your points as well. We are wrapping up right now. If you are just joining, we are done with the live. Click on the follow button. Join us tomorrow. You're part of financial freedom, building wealth. That's what we are teaching. And we talked about the rule of 72. Stop saving, start investing. Tomorrow we'll continue investing. We talk about real estate, ETF, exchange traded funds. Overnight, latest millionaire in town. Welcome. Lebsy, latest millionaire in town. Okay, so how do you get the expected rate of return on Roth IRA? It's not about Roth IRA. Roth IRA is just the account. Okay, let's quickly. Good question. The expected rate of return, it's not about the account. Okay. The rate of return, which is your return, is going to be on what you invest in. Okay, if you put your money in an S&P 500, for instance, you're going to get about, if you did what it did in the past 10 years, averagely 14 to 15%. Okay, if you did what it did about 30, 40 years ago, that's about 8 to 12%. If it's another ETF, maybe like a NASDAQ 100, that one will be like 18 to 22%, right? It depends. Your rate of return depends on the asset that you invest in. Roth IRA, there are different accounts, brokerage account. There's a regular brokerage account. The Roth IRA and the 401k, those are retirement for your future. Your regular brokerage account is, you can take the money out at any time. Your other account, HSA, is for your health, all right, or pension or whatever. Those are the accounts, right? What you put inside of it is the ETF, is the asset that you buy in it. So think about it. You open a bank account. The bank account is a check. The bank account is checking or savings account. What you put inside of it is money. Okay, so Roth IRA is the bank account. What you put inside of it is the ETF. Does that clarify that? But for the purpose of what we just did right now, that was 14 to 15%. Okay. But good question. Have you all subscribed to the YouTube channel? Have you all subscribed? If you have not, this is the YouTube channel. Let me drop the name again. And I'll show you the QR code shortly. That's the, go there, YouTube. So, Council, welcome in. Thank you for sharing out the live. We're done with the live for today. We're done. Just click on that follow button. Join us tomorrow as we talk about investing tomorrow. All right. So let's quickly do. I promised that I was going to do the last one. Let's say you max out your Roth IRA, or not even Roth, or you put about $625 in your bank, in your investment account, right? You put 625, that's going to be about $7,500 a year, right? And you leave it, let's say you are in your 30s, or let's say you're 35, you leave it for till you retire. Let's say you leave it for 30 years, or let's say you are 40. You're 40, you leave it for 25 years. Okay, because I know a lot of 40-year-olds are here. You are still going to become a millionaire. 1.3 million is what you 1.3 million, 1.3 million, almost 1.4 million, right? How much was of your money is there? 188,000. What is doing the heavy lifting? The 25 years is doing the heavy lifting, and the rate of return that you got from the S&P 500, the 14% right there. So it's these two. You see these two factors that you see right here. These two factors that you see right here, those are the factors that are driving this gap. You see, that's what is driving it. You can see the gap here. Right here, even up to year 10, it still looks normal. The chart still looks normal. Then it lifts up as it goes into more years. So let's still leave the same interest. Let's say that, okay, you wait another 40, another till 45, you wait another year. Come and see what that 5 years, you would see what happened. 691. Can you see? 691, the interest rate did not change, but the 5 years, right? 5 years, you remember, I said the money doubles. Rule of 72. Does that make sense right now? Rule of 72. Every 5 years, right? Every 5 years. We saw what it was before. It was 1.3980, right? Now it divided just 5 years. It reduced that money by half. That's it right there. So remember the rule of 72, the manual one that we've been talking about all along. Now see it. Just the 5 years. That's it. The rule of 72. This is the calculator part of it. And this is the US.gov, US Security and Exchange and whatever, right? Compound interest calculator. All right. So one thing is that whenever you talk about investing, always you need to think about it long term. Long term, you want to build generational wealth. Now, I'm not talking about people that just want to play, right? There are some people that want to gamble, play, but you want to build generational wealth. You want to, enjoy life and build real wealth. You want to think about it. Medium, long-term investing is the way, and put it in something that you have peace of mind. It's not like, oh, what is the price today? Oh, what is? Don't do that. Keep it simple. As a matter of fact, whenever you hear me call Warren Buffett, right? Warren Buffett. That's when they asked him. It was this guy. What's his name? Amazon. What's his name? Somebody remind me his name. Amazon. The owner of Amazon. What's his name? The owner of Amazon. How come I forgot his name? Who remembers his name? The CEO of Amazon. Jeff Bezos. Thank you. Jeff Bezos. Right, when he interviewed, imagine two powerful people. When he interviewed Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is the Lord of investing. You go and Google who he is. That's our role model here. And this guy, right? This when it comes to real estate, okay? Warren Buffett. He was interviewing what's it called? Jeff Bezos will interview Warren Buffett. And he said, Warren, they call you the Lord of investing. You are one of the all-time, you're one of the most successful people when they call investors in investing field, of all time. And he said, but how come people are not, you need to go watch that interview. I can't just bring it up right now because I don't want to. TikTok will get flagged because it's on my Instagram page. You will find it on my repost page on my Instagram, and it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina on Instagram as well, right? On my repost, go there. I have maybe like over 1,000 videos of different other people's content. Once it resonates with me, I am keeping it there for myself. Hi, Nunu, how are you? Welcome in. right? So he said, and he said, why? How come people are not following your investing advice? No, how come people are not following your investment strategy? And he laughed. He said, because my investment strategy is very, he said, because it's very simple, it's not complex. He said, and because it's not complex, automatically people think that it doesn't work. People want it to be so hard. So people do not believe, I mean, people will not follow it because it's simple. And that's the same thing. Because it's not hard, it's just that. Oh, just do this, and that's it. You only need 3 or 4 or 5 ETF or mutual fund and or index fund, just 5, 6 maximum, and diversify your portfolio. With that, you already have maybe 500, we already have maybe like 5,000 companies or 7,000 companies. True, people do when it's easy, yeah. And then that's it. And people feel that, oh, you know what? And that's why I said you need to go watch that interview. You would see it on my YouTube, on my Instagram. You would see it on my Instagram page. Okay, you go on the repost tab. You would see it alongside like over 1,000 other videos, or over 1,000. All right. So that's it. That is it. You can, if you put it, ideally, just invest. Think about long-term investing. Put it in an ETF, and that's it. Set it up, automate it, compound it, and let it do the heavy lifting for you. Boom, you are done. You are done. And see yourself in a couple of years. This is what some teachers do, police officers, all of those kind of people, that in their retirement they have millions. Hard life. Hard life, yeah. All right. So if you are just joining, join us tomorrow. Okay, we're wrapping up with the live now. Click on the follow button, turn on notification bell. Please note that Dr. Lina is not following. If somebody follows you, is chatting you up. I don't have any backup account. We don't have WhatsApp group. We don't have cryptocurrency. We don't do what's it called? We don't have Telegram group. So if somebody is chatting you and is saying, okay, I will trade on your behalf, I don't trade on anybody's behalf. Any of our product, you'll find the link in the bio, right? And your payment is going to go through a secured payment gateway. Okay, that's we have one-on-one consultation. I'll show you. We have the smart investing course. We have the real estate bootcamp. It's also a pre-recorded course. One-time payment, lifetime access. We have the ebook, the Wealth Blueprint, the Path to Financial Freedom. We have the 90 days mentorship program, and of course, we also have the Wealth Building Academy. Right, I think I mentioned those are the products that we have. So anything outside of that, you're on. So click on the follow button right now if you have not done that. Join us tomorrow. We'll wrap up with ETF. How are you going to buy ETF? We're going to be talking about that. But I'm also going to point you in the direction on my YouTube channel on the videos that might be able to help you ahead of tomorrow's class. And then we're going to be talking about almighty real estate. I love real estate. Guess what? I love it. Yes, I lose money. I just love it because it's what made me a millionaire. Okay, it's what made me a millionaire. So, right, and of course, businesses, right? So you want to have the mix. It's not just one. Okay. And for my YouTube channel, for my YouTube community, all right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember to turn on notification bell, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you for sticking around.